Hello everyone, welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. Today, it's going to be an interesting one. We have a new box. A lot of people aren't very happy with the box because it's a deck build box, which we already knew. Like, this was always going to be a deck build box, let's be honest. The other issue being, there's not a lot of meta impacting stuff in this box. There's stuff in here that I think will be good later. As for right now, but for me, the biggest actual grievance with this box, the actual thing that annoys me, is the reprints suck. Like, legit, why are the reprints that are in this box in this box? It is so weird. Especially if you're a player that, like, skipped out on some of the previous stuff, and you want to go into this box to grab some, like, some okay staples, you know, maybe you want to get, like, some hero reprints to go with the hero boss monsters in here. Maybe you want to get some Cyber Dragon reprints to go with the Cyber Dragon boss monster that's in here. And then they're like, oh, you know what? You could have a, I don't know, a bunch of old dragons that no one gives a shit about. And you could also have Royal Rebels Heavy Metal. Because why not? Because why not? Is that Gunkin Suship Shari with the subscription? Thank you. Gunkin Suship Shari, as always.
Gunkin
Oh boy,
Suship
here we go.
Shari is subscribed.
Here we go.
With Prime. The head of the Noodle Ninja Corps who have advanced noodles, overcoming the odds, no matter how noodly things get. He'll gladly speak to people who know nothing of noodles, but he'll make sure neither his location nor his noodles are ever exposed in the process.
We always have a soft spot for the noodles here. We always have a soft spot for the noodles. But thank you again, Gunkin Suship Shari. Really do appreciate it. But before we jump into stuff, I guess, we should catch up with the chat. We should say hello to everyone. So who do we have here? We have Sora Mia in the chat. Hello, Sora Mia. We have Quantum Cubes as well, which we should do. Exclamation mark. Quantum? I believe that still works. Excellent. Perfect. We do need to add more of those. I'm really bad at keeping up with that sort of thing. But we have what we have for now. But welcome on in. I hope you had a good holiday. Ready to see Red Eyes Tier 0. I think Red Eyes, played correctly in the right build, can maybe make tier 3. That is my gut feeling. If played very specifically in a very specific build, can maybe be tier 3. That I think that's the highest it's going to get realistically. We have Hikari in the chat first. Nana Ayaya. Well, we're going to go ahead and give the exclamation mark Hikari. Always got to shout everyone out as we always do. Welcome on in. I also did see that Hikari has gotten back on Shadowverse. I have also started playing Shadowverse again. I haven't dived properly back in. I've just basically done the free run event, and I've been trying to refamiliarize myself with some of the cards and kind of the format. I don't know if I'm going to go back in completely yet. I'm just kind of feeling it out at the moment, but you know, if we've got a slow rush month... but the other issue is, I want to play Speed as well, because I want to play Branded. And I can't... I don't really have the time to do both, right? Realistically, I have to choose if I'm doing Speed with Branded, or if I'm doing Shadowverse. So, it's a tricky one. It's definitely a tricky one. We have Gelato Gaga. Hello. We have Ursus in the chat. Welcome. We have Dante. Where is the Tomato Man? Good morning or afternoon for you. Yes, it is afternoon for me. Freaking caps lock. It happens. We have Cory in the chat. Hello. We have Monosync. We'll go ahead and do an exclamation mark mono. It's time to showdown with Showdown Summon Skull. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that name, but you know, it is what it is. Hello, Darth Victor. Hi, Tomato. If it isn't my favorite Tomato, I'm only in and out because I'm eating lunch currently. Welcome. Oh, what else we got going on? Also first, wait, the Suship talks about noodles. It's completely confused. It's fine. Don't worry about that. Not tier 0. I do not think it's going to be tier 0, you know. I have a sneaking suspicion it's not going to be. Tomato overdosing on coke. It's one of those... Well, there's a hype train just being really loud and obnoxious for no reason. I think, again, it can do stuff. I think it can win games. Is it going to win a tournament? I don't think so. I think it could make top 4, depending on what else is in the tournament, right? I think that's probably the best it's going to realistically do, but we'll see. Play Swordcraft? I don't know about that. Swordcraft is just not my cup of tea. It's just not. Because Swordcraft was what I played back in Shadowverse 1. And I did like it to an extent, but it's not... I don't know. It's just not what I want out of it. Like, there's a lot of different decks I would play if I had all the cards, but right now I'm quite content with, Haven and Portal as being my mains. They're the ones I really like the most. So you can play Branded in your first ever Speed League. Oh yeah, hell yeah, let's do that. Red Eyes could have been decent, but they decided to keep the deck useless, sadly. No good boss to go into and no actual main deck support, except the name changes. Alright, that is true, right? But if you think about this as not being a competent deck right now, but being the foundation for what will come in the future, it's actually not bad, right? The skill they've gotten is a good skill. The skill isn't, like, crazy, but what they have there is something. It's something that can, when we get more cards in the future, be a good baseline, in the same way that the hero skill was a good baseline for that deck. So I do think there is something there. All the cards we got here as well are cards we are going to want when we eventually get the other Red Eyes support cards in the future. The downside is, if they just release more Red Eyes support later, wouldn't they just reprint a lot of this stuff? Therefore, getting it early being kind of pointless. So, I don't know. It depends how they approach it. If we get, like, more Red Eye stuff in, like, the next box, then I'm like, okay, it's a bit late, but at least we've got it. Because the Red Eyes deck is a really strong deck. There is a lot of stuff you can do with it in OCG if we had all the cards. In the same way that, like, Elemental Hero is a really strong deck in the OCG. We still don't have the full Elemental Hero deck yet in Duel Links. That deck is still going to get stronger when we get more cards, right? So it's one of those weird situations where I'm like, yeah, I would like the deck to be good now. Realistically, it should be good now. I mean, maybe not like tier 1, because that's another thing that happens as well, is people, if a deck doesn't completely become the best deck in the game, if it isn't like a tier 1 meta threat, people just consider it a non-deck. I think that's something that happens quite a lot as well. Let's try and catch up with everyone else. We have Keyblade. Hello, hello. Morning. Branded is so fun to play. I personally really like Branded. I'm not very good at it, but I do like playing it. And it's something I do want to play some more of. We have Mori in the chat. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you? I'm doing great. 4 years later, we still haven't got any other Red Eyes cards. I mean, there is a chance. There is a chance. The problem is that the skill won't work with 95% of the future support, so it's also pointless. That is not true, right? It will not work with a bit of the future support, right? There is still a lot of stuff that can come out that will work with it. So it won't work with the Meteor Dragon stuff, but you could make an argument that's sort of a different deck. It depends if we're like saying the Red Eyes plus Summon Skull stuff is different from the Red Eyes slash Meteor Dragon stuff, or if we just mash it all together to make Red Eyes pile. So yes, there are cards it won't work with, but like we say, as soon as we get that fusion monster, and there are also some other main deck monsters we can get that work with it, that deck is still going to be competent. And obviously they can edit the skill whatever they want, right? They've done it several times in the past. The Cyber Dragon skill's been changed several times. Middling results on whether or not those changes are actually beneficial or not, but it is what it is, right? Hello, E-Hero. Welcome, welcome. Isn't that the exact thing they did with Gaia? Yes, Gaia was a really, really good deck in OCG. And then they brought it out in Duel Links, and it was, like, too good? But again, the main issue we had with Gaia was the fact that it was played alongside the Metarian stuff. I think, again, if we took away the Metarian stuff and left the Gaia skill as it was, I think it would have still been tier 1, but I don't think it would have been tier 0. And then I don't know where I stand on them, because a couple of things got changed, right? The attack got reduced on it, which was huge for now, because right now that attack reduction being, or attack boost only being 300 really hurts the deck. If it was still 600, that deck would maybe still see a little bit of play, but it's a tricky one, because the other big nerf the skill got was that you could no longer just immediately send polymerization or add polymerization and null monster from your deck to your hand, right? Not being able to do that really, because it's effectively you just take away the +2 the deck gives you, right? And that's huge. That's actually huge. I'm fine with the new deck not power creeping, but the new cards are just kind of boring in this box. Yes, that I agree with. It's I do think that Polglace is a cool card. I don't dislike Polglace. I do not think it is anywhere near as strong as it would be if we had better foundations in place. So the big issue is, in Duel Links right now, the skills we have so many skills that allow you to summon out your big monsters for one distribute, right? We have, Jointech, which was the best deck in the game for a long time. We have Aqua, which is arguably still a tier 1 deck. We have Music Princess, which is a tier 1 deck. We have, I mean, some of the other ones are kind of bad, like the Candy, not Candy. What was the the banned one, V-Friend. The V-Friend skill, like, sort of does the same thing. Doesn't quite live up to the hype as those other decks, unfortunately. But a lot of those decks do have a way to cheat out boss monsters. Now, this is something that happens in OCG, except obviously we don't have skills in OCG. So what we start getting is cards that can, like, say, like, for example, the Animagica cards. Basically say, if you tribute this card... In fact, we'll get them on screen. We'll get them on screen. That'll make things easier, right? Rather than me just yapping into the void. So if we get up the Animagica boss monsters, they get this line of text on them. Why is this so small? Let's make that a bit bigger. So you can tribute summon this card in attack position by tributing one light attribute monster, right? This is a sort of effect, and it's not always this exactly. Sometimes you get like, oh, this card can be normal summoned without a tribute if you have something, right? You get a lot of cards like this that basically get your boss monsters out easier. In the modern game, in OCG, if you tribute 2 monsters to summon a guy, that is usually like, why are we doing this? We've just like -2'd for like no gain. So there are some exceptions, like Leader, but Leader summons 2 guys on summon, right? So you don't mind tributing 2 to get this out because you're going to immediately summon those 2 back, so really you break even, right? So, but that's kind of the mindset you get into as we go into Modern Rush, where getting out your guys cheaper is better. Now, the downside with that is, if we have something like Polgleis, which we'll get out quick, having to normal summon this for 2 tributes is ass, right? You do not want to tribute summon this card with 2 tributes. That always feels really, really bad. Like, really, really bad. So, then you get the issue of, okay, what am I using Polgleis on, right? It's like the best targets historically in the OCG were Dragius, Cyber Twin Dragon, right? It's these double attacking boss monsters. I guess the other big one would have been Guilford the Legend, which is it can attack all of your opponent's monsters once. But basically, the way to get maximum value off of this is to have multi-attackers, right? The downside being, all of those cards, again, either aren't in the game or are really difficult to get into and have a lot of card economy to get to them. When this card came out in OCG, it was better because we had less ways to cheat stuff out, right? This was before the times where boss monsters got summoned for free. As well as, we also had Grand Extreme at 3 copies, which made summoning it really, really easy. So it was like, in OCG, it was a really weird situation because we effectively got to summon out the Polgleis easier than all the other bosses. And in Duel Links, it is exactly the opposite. It is now easier to get out every other boss and is now really hard to get out Polgleis. It's really weird how it's like flipped. It's very, very strange. Very, very strange. But other than Polgleis, like, again, the box is a bit naff. Like, I mean, what else in here is, like, interesting? Probably the most interesting thing is Legendary Magician. But Legendary Magician is also very difficult to use. Because in an ideal world, you want to get the bonus effect of this card off, right? Because getting a card into the graveyard, a specific card into the bin, was a lot better in OCG because the games were longer and you could toolbox your graveyard more. In Duel Links, we have skills that set everything up for us, so we don't need a slow card like Legend Magician to set us up. Now, this card will be better in the future when we get more support for it, but as for right now, not doing a ton. So you get the bonus value from Legend Magician by getting a Legend Normal Monster from your graveyard to your hand. So that now means you have to play a Legend Normal Monster to gain the extra value from this card. And you have to then draw into it and get it into the bin. Which is why when I was playing in Mono's tournament yesterday, I was using the double elemental extraction skill to force a normal monster legend into the bin, so Legendary Magician was always live, so I could gain extra value off of it, right? But that is, it's a gimmick, right? That's not a strong strategy, that's just a funny thing you can do, right? So, like, it's tricky, it's very tricky, it's very tricky. But yeah, that was a long ramble, but basically, I agree with what Mono said. I think this box is kind of boring. I think there is some fun things you can cook with it. None of it is going to be super competitively viable. That is kind of where I stand on it. But let's try and catch up the rest of the chat quick. I'll forgive the Red Eyes deck for being weak, but it's also boring in its current form. Yeah, I mean, 3200 Turbo isn't exactly a super fun and engaging strategy. I do like what the skill does. I do like the cards that we have. Like, Showdown does a funny thing, in that you can bring back a Red Eyes Black Dragon from the bin and just have a 25 and a 24. But the fact you have to send a card from your hand to the graveyard to do that is what really lets it down for me. Like, again, Moon it's a good card. Functionally, though, it is a very boring card. It is a card that just says, my name is Red Eyes Black Dragon, and that is all it does. There is nothing else interesting. You don't mill, you don't draw, you don't plus, you don't change battle position, you don't do anything. It's just, my name is Red Eyes the card. And it's like, whoop-de-doo. If you, as a player, like Branded Despia, that means you are a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player that plays Branded Fusion and gay. Good at Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how it goes. I'd love to be good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Unfortunately, I'm terrible, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Not the main deck Red Eyes bosses, not the other Summon Skull cards/bosses, not the Meteor Dragon stuff, not the Maximum. Yeah, but again, what you're basically describing there is like 4 different decks. Right? Like, basic people don't play like the Summon Skull stuff with the Meteor stuff, with the Maximum stuff, with like any of that, right? So the way I look at it is, the Red Eyes Summon Skull stuff specifically, there's not really much more to it. Like, the big card that you're going to be missing out on is, like, Pluto Dragon, I guess. Like, the cards that we're wanting to get for this deck, the cards that make this deck good, is going to be the Fusion Spell, which is, if we get the not released up. So this, if we got just this card, this deck becomes so much stronger. The issue is, oh, and it's just reset there. The issue is we can't get this card until Meteor Dragon comes out. And when they release Meteor Dragon, they'll probably give us the other Meteor Dragon support as well. I mean, they don't have to, but you would think they would, right? So, if we just got this, the deck becomes actually pretty good. If we got Black Skull Archfiend and the Fusion Spell, suddenly the deck actually becomes very strong, right? We can now defeat set 3 pass, we can get rid of any big threats that are in the way, we have a way to OTK, the deck has like an actual theme and a strategy. That's not including things like Pluto Wyvern, which if we got Pluto Wyvern, again, the deck becomes so much stronger, but if we get Pluto Wyvern, they have to put Pluto Dragon in the game, they have to put Cooling Dark Meteor. Cooling Dark Meteor is also a really good card that would really easily fit into this deck. There aren't actually that many cards you would need that wouldn't work with the skill, right? If we just got some of the cards, it would be really, really good deck, right? It's not like we need all of the Meteor Dragon cards, otherwise the deck is bad, right? Realistically, the deck would be strong with just a few extra cards, but they've chosen to not give us any of them, which is the sad thing, right? Only stuff that works with the Red Eyes effect fusions, maybe 2 to 3 main deck small Red Eyes. We can't even play Summon Skull Legend. Yeah, but why would you want to play the Summon Skull Legend, right? Like, no matter what, right? Right, the Legend rule says you can only play one of the two, right? So either you're playing Summon Skull or you're playing Red Eyes Black Dragon. You can't play both no matter what, right? So I don't really see the point of that, right? Animagica shooter on stream. Oh my god, I'm a fan. Say hi to her for me. Well, we're not doing that. No way. You gotta say hi to her yourself. You see her every day, Hikari. Come on, come on. Hello, internet. Hello, Armadillo. Welcome, welcome. The Burst Wingman Overrush rarity is cool at least. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. If anything can be said about Red Eyes, it's been one of the most fun deck building experiences I've had for a while. So I will say, Volt, my plan is to play your build today on stream. Now, I might flip-flop back towards the build that I had originally, but now after talking to you about it and seeing your version of it, I do think your version is just better, so I don't want to play my version. But hello, Volt. Welcome on in. I just realized, unless you specifically don't want me to, in which case I will just use my version. That's fine as well. I just realized Mutton doesn't have a good out to Black Skull Dragon besides crashing. I mean, that's, you know, that works. Meat and Greed, Red Eyes, Pluto Wyvern, and Dark Meteor in SB Trust. We do not want a selection box. We really do not. Oh wait, it's only Effect Monster. Yeah, exactly. Secret Order plus skill, the good old skill capper. I mean, the skill is arguably better, right? The old skill. So true. Hello, Hunter. Welcome on in. Handy is better skill. Yeah, I don't know about that. I respect your opinion. I'm not sure I agree with it. Thank God you're playing this deck so that I don't have to. Hello, Zaki boys. Welcome. Summon Skull has 100 more attack than Red Eyes Black Dragon, and 1 tribute less. True. I mean, that's true, right? Those are all true statements. But does that matter? You can't use Secret Order with it, and Secret Order is probably one of the best things you can do with this deck. Blue Eyes looking kind of red today. That's how we always feel. And we just straight up not allowed to play it. But again, I don't know why you're so hung up on that, right? Like we just said, it's kind of worse because you can't use Secret Order with it, especially when the skill tutors it and then puts it in the graveyard, like on its own for you, which means it is perfect for Secret Order. Like, the only reason you'd want to play Summon Skull, I guess, is if you really want 100 attack points, which I don't even know what 100 attack's going to do for you. It lets you crash into some stuff. I'm trying to think what 25 gets you over 24. Like, what 24s are you constantly seeing your opponent summon? Like, I guess the Music Princess boss? What's it called? Digisoon? You can attack over that. Like, if your opponent summons out their own Red Eyes, you can attack over that. And then the only other benefit is it's level 6. But, like, does it being level 6 even matter? Because you're never going to hard summon it anyway. You're always going to be cheating out. Alright, we have an ad break. So we will wait for the ads to go away. And while we do that, we will hydrate. So, everyone that doesn't have ads, how you guys doing? Got another 6 seconds of ads. This is our time. Just our personal one-on-one time. How you guys doing? Alright, and the ads are gone. Welcome back. And it has won us tribute. It's not about 2 legends. I still don't get it, right? If you have access to a skill that puts it in the graveyard, why would you want the Summon Skull? Like, with this skill as written, if the skill also said, or you could play Summon Skull, I still feel that 9 out of 10 people, in fact, probably more like 99 out of 100 people, would play Red Eyes Black Dragon. So I don't understand, like, falling on this sword here. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now go ahead. This is the best Rush Duel content creator. I mean, I am a Rush Duel content creator, I can tell you that much. But hello, Skywings. Lol ads. Exactly. Been better days. All right, but I think, yeah, my thoughts and opinions about Red Eyes specifically is if we had Pluto plus Calling Dark Meteor, if we had Meteor Flare Fusion, and if we had Black Dragon Skull Archfiend, I think this... Right, is this a hyperbolic statement? I need to think about this. Because what I want to say is, this could be a tier 1 deck. Now, do I actually think this could be a tier 1 deck? Black Dragon Skull Archfiend on its own will wipe any board that isn't like a maximum. It won't wipe like some very specific fusions. I'm trying to think if any of them are widely played. Like maybe like you could argue Light Galaxy, but I don't know if we'd say Light Galaxy is widely played at this point. So like this card on its own is really good. It just gives you a win con straight away. If we got access to Calling Dark Meteor, or they call it Meteor Flare Fusion, again, this card is really good. Now, the only issue I would have with this card is we can't search it. Not being able to search this would really suck, because usually you would be able to search this with a skill, right? This is that sort of thing in Duel Links. But this is still, again, really good. You just summon out a Black Skull Dragon, pop a card, and it's any card to get rid of a back row if you needed to. So again, absolutely fantastic. This would then deal with the maximums the other guy couldn't deal with, which is ridiculous. You could also get rid of one of your opponent's defense position monsters, which is fantastic. It would just be absolutely crazy. And then Pluto Wyvern gives you a mill, which a lot of the time getting a mill is a beneficial type of effect. You could also reduce the attack of a monster. It's only 300, but you know, every little helps. And then if we... Then we get to add, I mean, specifically for this one would only be the Calling Dark Meteor, but that's what most people use this card for anyway. But Calling Dark Meteor is just another good card, which just helps you deal with back row. Because that way as well, you can turbo mill your deck and just get a load of stuff into the graveyard, and then use this to toolbox it from the graveyard, which is really helpful. So, I don't know. Suddenly, if you get just those 4 cards, this deck seems kind of nuts. In fact, just one of those, right? If we got just the Black Dragon Skull Archfiend, or just Meteor Flare Fusion, I'd be like, okay, this now bumps it up to now being like a genuinely competent deck. If we got 2, I'd be like, this is now nuts. If we got all of them, I'd be like, this is now genuinely kind of a scary deck. The only criticism I still have about the skill is we can't summon Showdown easier. That is the one thing where I go, we don't really want to hard summon out Showdown. Like, it just summon, tribute, summon this, and then, like, I don't know, it gets hit with, like, a Shady or a Trap Hole. That's gonna feel so bad. That's gonna feel actually just so bad. It'd be cool if a skill gave you the other legend and let you have both. Ooh, that is a cool idea. Because that's something that only could happen in Duel Links. That would make it so, like, unique to Duel Links that I think that would be really cool. The only issue becomes, is there any benefit to doing that? Like, is there a benefit to having a Summon Skull in your deck as well as a Red Eyes Black Dragon? Because you never really want to draw into it. It's an extra Summon Skull name, but you've got Showdown already. So it's like, do you just need the fourth name? I mean, maybe. That would be an Otis skill, just use multiple legends. Oh, that also would be great as well. Because Otis has what? He has the Summon Skull deck, the Red Eyes Black Dragon deck, the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Does he have a Dark Magician deck? I'm trying to remember now. The Otis duels I remember is, I think it's during the tournament, or one of the tournament arcs, he has the Summon Skull deck and he's just like playing it randomly. Against the 3 side main characters, so Roman, Gakuto, and Luke, he plays Red Eyes. He plays Blue Eyes in episode 1. I can't remember if he does Dark Magician. Someone remind me if he uses Dark Magician, because I legit cannot remember. Could we see the effect fusion as a bundle so we get 1 copy? Would that solve the issues? Right, so I'm not going to say like it solves necessarily everything, but it makes the deck have a very strong, coherent game plan. The downside is, if it was going to be in a bundle, we would have expected it to come out with this box, right? And it hasn't, so... I mean, they could do in the future, right? They could do anything. They could do anything. Imagine what Duel Links have done to Poor Tomato, thinking about a skill to add a card from the deck. I mean, that's just what skills do, right? We have Shui in the chat as well. Did you go into the Black Skull Dragon box? Yes, we did. We'll do an exclamation mark Shui as well. Got to give a shout out to the boy. We have gone in. We have gotten everything from it. Because, I mean, why not, right? Because, again, I think I'm going to want these cards eventually. And I do think that Legend Magician and Polglace are good enough cards. The question is, like, good enough is kind of a relative term. Like, do I think they're going to be, like, tier 1? Absolutely not. Are they, like, strong enough that they could do okay this year? Showdown? Pokemon Showdown? No, not Pokemon Showdown. Not Pokemon Showdown. Would love to summon Showdown with 1 tribute. Yeah, I don't... Would it have been that bad if you could summon this for 1 tribute? Like, because it would be normal summon, tribute to summon out your Showdown, Showdown effect, discard another card to summon out your Red Eyes from the graveyard. That's still a 3-card combo. With the skill, we get a +1, so we'd have 3 cards left to work with. Like, is that broken? I don't know, man. I don't think it is, but apparently. Because I feel like the way that they kind of want you to use Showdown is just to fuse it from hand. They almost don't want you to summon it with a fusion summon. But, you know, it is what it is. The rest of the stuff in here, again, Polglace is fine. We've already kind of spoken about that a bit. I mean, the rest of the Red Eyes cards are kind of whatever. The thing that annoys me, that really annoys me, is we got Burst Wingman and Cyber Rush, which is nice. Reprints are cool. They're the full art version. They look nice. But the rest of this stuff is garbage. Like, alright, I kind of get Black Dragon's chick. That's fine. That's whatever. Why is Heavy Metal in here? Why is Atrashoot in here? Now, you could make... I don't even know what, like, argument we're really realistically going to make here. We just got, like, a bunch of the Cyber stuff. But, like, I saw someone in my Discord say that they might be putting the Cyber stuff in here because we're getting Dimensional Linker, which is a Cyber monster. But I still don't think people are going to play it in, like, Cyber's pile. Like, I just don't think that's where people's minds are going when they see it. It's very weird. It's very weird. Hello, Microslot. Welcome on in. What's going on here? We are going over the current Rush box. We're very much a Rush-focused channel, by the way. Hello. Hunter says, from Wikipedia, during his duel against Yuga, he uses a Dark Magician deck, which utilizes Dark Magician, Dark Magician Girl, support cards that summon them quickly for spell cards, destroy his opponent's cards, increase attack with monsters, track cards to focus on protecting the Dark Magician from being destroyed by battle and switching... When does he do that? Which duel is that? Because his first duel is Blue Eyes, right? He summons Blue Eyes at his first duel. Unless I'm just completely misremembering. I'm trying to think when... Because the only other duel I can remember he does with Yuga is right at the end, where he's playing the sevens deck. This box doesn't convince me to open any pack, unfortunately. I mean, yeah. If you are not a die-hard Rush player who just wants to collect every card, don't go in this box, right? The only reason to go into a box like this right now would be if your gems are expiring, right? I think that some of these cards might be good later, but they're not going anywhere. So just open the box when they're going to be good later, right? That's kind of how I look at it. The bot will not let you post links, Hunter, by the way. Thank you for following, Anthor. Welcome, welcome. Animagical Witch, if you go to the event page, they recommended deck for it, and I remember that Roa is there mentioned. But can you even play Witch in with the current Royal Rebel skill? I don't think you can. So I'm pretty sure it just locks you straight up into the Fiend monsters, right? God, which one is it? It's one of these. It's none of these. Fiend? Is it Death Doom Requiem? No, that's the old one, right? Hard Rock Overture. This one, right? Sending one level 7 or 8 monster from your hand to the graveyard of all the monster construct deck, a light fiends. So yeah, you can't even play it at this because it's a beast. It's really weird. It's really weird. But hello, a human Portuguese dub fan. Welcome, welcome. Yuga Gohar, not Ot. Oh, Yuga Gohar. Yeah. Oh, in the swirly deck. Is that what we're talking about? Decks Otis used Blue Eyes versus Yuga and also versus Swirly. Then Red Eyes versus Gavin, Luke and Roman. Summon Skull in the Yuga rematch. Dark Magician versus Yuga Gohar. And then when does he play against Yuga Gohar? Oh, yes. Because Yuga Gohar wipes his memory. And then there's that big question mark on did he actually get his memories wiped, right? I think that happens with the Monster Reborn stuff. No, they also mentioned Roman and someone else there. I can't remember. I see. Roman, Roa, and Udius are mentioned. Which is wild. It's so wild. I don't know, man. It's very weird to me. Animagical Witch... Again, it's a card that did see play in OCG. But, it wasn't, widespread. And it was for very specific things that we don't have. So, I don't know. It's a very weird one. It's a very weird one. I don't think there is a good deck to put it in right now. You could maybe use it for something like Poolglace, but even that... Eh. Big air. Big air. But hello, Brad, by the way. So yeah, my thoughts on this box, again, don't go into it unless you just really want to play with these cards. If you're trying to get a competitive deck, I don't think this is where you should be looking. I think there are going to be other decks that do what the decks in here do, but a little bit better. The reprints in here just really suck. I don't understand why we'd reprint any of this. This would have been a great place to put, Sparkman, Clayman, another Avian and Burstinatrix reprint would have been great. Flame Wingman reprint. Just some of the Cyber Dragon cards. You don't necessarily have to give us, Cyber Serpent, but, Proto would have been nice. Just a regular Cyber Dragon would have been nice as a reprint. I don't know, man. Where do you put Poglaice? Sea Serpent deck? I do not think it's going to be very good in a Sea Serpent deck. I think Poglaice goes in, a good stuff pile deck. Because I was playing this yesterday. I could even get the deck up I was playing yesterday. Let me get it up and then I'll swap over to it so you can see it. Again, I do not think this deck is good. I'm gonna go ahead and preface that right now. But I do think it is funny. And sometimes that is the most important thing. What skill was I even playing with it? Oh yeah, it was you. Alright. So if I grab this, we get rid of this. So this is what I was playing it in yesterday. Again, this is not a good deck, right? But this was semi-competent, right? This was competent-ish. Now, the big issue you're always going to have when you make a deck like this is you're using some sort of dogshit skill, like Double Extraction, that basically is a non-skill. The skill basically says set up your graveyard. Whereas most good skills these days give you a shit ton of value, right? Most good skills are going to be like, oh, we'll add a card to your hand, and oh, maybe we'll also give you some discounts on your boss monsters. And maybe we'll set up your graveyard at the same time, right? So, of the 3 triple whammy, this is doing one of the 3, which is unfortunately not that great. But the idea is to just get as much value off of Spears as possible. So the way to do that is with double attackers. So we're using Core Atlas, which is, fine. You could also slam it on a Gaia, who obviously is immune to Shady. So you can just get Gaia into the graveyard by using the skill, and then you can bring it back with Monster Cooling or with Secret Order, and just spam it outright. Again, I don't want to pretend this deck is good, right? I do not want to pretend this deck is good. But this is the sort of place I think it has the best chance of being good. And a Magical Witch will revive Light Galaxy. Can you even play it in that deck? Because isn't that... Again, don't the skills of Light Galaxy lock you into Galaxy monsters? So I don't think it even works there. I'd rather fall back to previous box to complete my Music Princess deck. I mean, yeah, Music Princess, we just had a ban list, so I wouldn't expect that deck to get hit anytime soon, and is already probably now the best performing deck. So I think that's quite safe. As long as you like those cards, and you want a deck that's good right now, I would say Music Princess is probably the deck to build. It really reminds me of how they did Gaia. The initial release was nothing, and then they released the good fusion in the next box. I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, kind of, right? It's weird. Because, like, I mean, it depends what you mean by the initial release. Because the initial release of Gaia was just, like, normal monsters in the trader, right? And as soon as they gave us the challenge deck, it was like, bam, this is a deck. Apparently, Sports Dragon has been reprinted 8 times. That is very funny. And we don't even have the Sports Dragon Fusion yet, right? We don't even have Kickbase. I thought for a second you played a D-Draw Grand Extreme because you had it, like, every game. Yeah, I think I drew this card. Literally, I want to say, like, 4 out of my 5 games. I want to say I drew Grand Extreme. Like, it's so good. Because, right, people... Grand Extreme is not good, right? In the sense of you don't want to play it as your limit 1, realistically. But it's really good to summon this in defense position, right? If you have any way to get out Poolglace in defense, it is so nice. Because then you can just use its effect, change it back to attack, and then give either itself piercing or give something else piercing in the 1000 boost, which is just really, really nice. So, hello, Dwan, by the way. Welcome. The Otis versus Yuga Goha duel is down at the Monolith/Artifact again when Yuga Goha wanted to install something and Otis tries to stop him. I see. And yeah, Yuga uses Monster Reborn. Yeah, I remember that now. But yeah, like I say, this deck... If I go... I'll quickly go over what this deck is doing, right? We activate the skill. We send both of these to the graveyard. If we open one of these cards, we go, we're screwed anyway. I mean, it's a very high roll deck, so we're just going to play maximum high roll. You really want to get Gaia into the graveyard because then it turns on Monster Cooling, it turns on Secret Order. We just have all of these cards to get us into an easy 2300 body. And Luster Dragon wants to be in the graveyard because it's now extra fodder for Legendary Magician. Legendary Magician is really good because we want to be able to get dual Core Atlas, and we want to get the Shock Dragon into the graveyard so we can toolbox them back with Phoenix Dragon. So this card's just really good for that, and we obviously, every time we summon it, we get a free Luster Dragon back out, which means we have extra Tribute Fodder. We want to use these as much Tribute Fodder as we can to go into our bosses, being Polglace, being Duel, and being the Shock Dragon. And then, if they have set monsters, we go Duel into Polglace. We can activate Polglace, ideally summon it off of a Grand Extreme, which means we can have it in attack position, and then we'll make Dual Coatlas a, 3100 double attack piercer. And then we just try and attack in and get a load of damage. Ideally, because this is in the graveyard, we would also have a Cooling or a Secret Order, and this gets to attack for 23 or 3000, which is going to be a direct attack because we've got 2 attacks plus 1 attack. The downside with that is, this strategy only really works if we open Grand Extreme, or if we go second and we get an Essel push. If our opponent activates a trap card after we've summoned our guys out, the idea is we go Curse to get extra value and change the battle positions as we see fit. And then we use a combination of Phoenix Dragon and then our boss monsters to tribute over what's been shadied, for example, to make room, as well as get back our bosses so we can like summon a Shock Dragon again, or so we can summon out a Dual Core Atlas again, and then use those. So if our opponent has a big attack position board, we can go Shock Dragon to just get a shit ton of damage in. And it's even better if we're against like Aqua, because if Aqua do their plays as they want to, they're going to end on 3 attack position monsters with identical attack. Which means Shock Dragon will put all of those monsters down to 0, assuming that we have the rest of the board set up as we want it. So Shock Dragon is just really, really good. We're only playing it as a one-off, but again, we got the Phoenix Dragon to get it back, so we just want to get this into the bin and then be able to just toolbox it back ideally. If we draw into it, it's not the end of the world, as long as it's not turn 1, because turn 1, if we open a bunch of tribute monsters, we're realistically not doing very much. But this is, like we say, it's a very high roll deck. It's not, I don't want to say it's like overly consistent, but if it works, it feels pretty good. It does feel pretty good. Hello, what is this? Hello, Dragson. We were just talking about the new cards in the box. This was what we played yesterday in the tournament. We did throw one game. I don't think we would have won game 3 even if we didn't throw. But we did have lethal on turn 2 against Music Princess, and we did not... I mean, we did see it like a second after we clicked the button. But the line to get lethal was we activated Monster Calling. And then we drew off of Monster Calling Secret Order. But, like... Autopilot, I'm just like, yes, summon back the Gaia. And then I have a Secret Order in my hand and a Gaia on the field. And I'm like, I could have just not summoned the Gaia, activated Secret Order, got the extra 700 and killed. But this is what happens when you go Autopilot. That's what happens when you go Autopilot. Why is he kind of selling me on the box to I don't have the gems for this? Again, this is not a good deck. This is a fun little strategy that you can do. I do not want to sell anyone on the idea that this is a strong deck. But... again, for me, the biggest disappointment here is the reprints suck. So I can't even recommend this to new players. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, it makes me sad. It makes me sad. Obviously, I would like Red Eyes to be a bit better, but it is what it is. We're going to be playing some Red Eyes today. I guess now we'll check out the tournament results. We've had 2 tournaments, and we have another tournament happening today. That tournament is going to be the Rush Duel Links Dynasty, which everyone should sign up for. I'll go ahead and check that in the chat if anyone hasn't signed up for it yet. Because we should all play in as many Rush Duel tournaments as we can. We want to get the viewership up. We want to get the participants up. That's what we always want to have. But we've got a bit of a trend here of the winning deck list so far. So Music Princess is apparently doing pretty well. Now, we do have a Red Eyes in top 4 here. There is a caveat. There is a caveat. Time for the tournament. It is in about 5 hours and 20 minutes. That's the easiest way I can tell you without starting to get into time zones. Red Eyes is in top 4, but in top 8, it was playing against this Red Eyes. So, Red Eyes had to make top 4. So, I don't know if we can consider this a legit top 4, but I'm going to count it because it got top 4. So, Red Eyes top 4, Red Eyes best deck. You're definitely convincing us this is tier 0. Exactly, exactly. That's all we need. That's all we need. But I mean, again, it's still early days. The first week of tournament results usually don't really tell us much. But this is how things are breaking down at the moment. Music Princess is overwhelming at the moment. Aqua is, I mean, it's hanging in there. Hero as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Hero and Aqua start taking up more of this pie chart over the next couple days. Red Boot is there. I mean, you know, hats off to the Red Boot players who are making it work. It's still an okay deck. Red Eyes managed to sneak its way in, and then Miss Mutton is here also. So, I mean, the only deck that's really missing here is Jointech. Like, you'd expect Jointech to be in here. But if we go to top 8, we can see that Jointech does sneak into the top 8, but unfortunately, it's barely even getting top 8 finishes. But again, we've only had 2 tournaments, so the amount of data we have is so minuscule. We are same times, but thank you, Tomato. Red Eye's best deck, 100% win rate in the mirror. Exactly, exactly. Black Skull Dragon gonna break the meta. Real. I mean, we are going to be trying an interesting build today. Oh, it's not that interesting, realistically. So the other thing I want to do is talk about the 9th anniversary celebration campaign. Now, this was brought to my attention by Brad. So, you know, huge shout out to Brad. But this is basically where we just got, like, the update and we got all the stuff that we're getting for the new event. So we got Red Eyes, Dark Dragoon. We already knew we're getting this. We're getting this Art of Red Eyes. I don't know. I want to ask you guys, do you prefer this Red Eyes or do you prefer the Red Eyes we already have? Like the old school, like anime Red Eyes. I personally prefer the other one. I don't know. I think it's, I don't like the shading on this. I don't like where it's like a red dragon because of the light coming off of the attack. But I personally have always preferred the other one. This one looks more like a dragon though, I will say. The other one looks kind of like almost skeleton-y, like a skeletal, like wyvern-y bird type deal. Red Eye's best deck. How Gradius is not part of top tier. I mean, it's doing really well in OCG. Doing really well in OCG. The old one. Which one? DSOD. I prefer the ORR. So I would like it if it was the other art in Overrush Rare. That's what I would like personally. Old looks bad in my opinion. Also, his neck is broken. It is absolutely broken in the old one. But I kind of like that. It's got that like old school Yu-Gi-Oh charm that I really, really like. I actually like this better. I mean, that's... Oh, again, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I think this one looks cool. I think if I'm talking about which dragon looks like a dragon more, I think it's this one. If you're asking me which one looks like an edgy, cool dragon, it's this one. But I just have so much appreciation for like the weird old art of Yu-Gi-Oh! I really like the other one. It's like the old Dark Magician art. I really like just the anime art of Dark Magician because he's doing like a really weird pose that you're just like, no one would make that pose in no way, shape or form. And yet he exists and he's great. I owned that art as a kid. I mean, that's fair as well. And there's so many arts of Red Eyes. Which one? Or just this one, or like the anime one. The one we have in game at the moment. Let me get it up. The one we have in game, I should say, for Rush. This one. This art. I don't know. There's something about this art. He just looks so good, man. He looks so good. He's like menacing. Like, to me, this looks like an almost like... He looks like a grandpa Red Eyes. Like, he's like hunched over. He's like, ugh. He's got like some spina bifida going on back there. He's like all hunched over. I don't know. I prefer this one personally. Old art looks much cooler in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think as well. I like it a lot more. Don't ask how many necks are broken on the Red Eyes Maximum. Let's not worry about that one. No dream ticket during the anniversary. Sad. Well, again, this is just this bit, right? This is the login bonus. Then we get the stamp bonus. So get these items based on how many days you log in during the event. So we're going to get the Dimension Linker from that, which is great. That's what we want. And then these are our tickets. So we're getting SR Dream Ticket, SR UR Choice Ticket, SR Dream Ticket Rush, SR UR Choice Ticket. Again, I don't know. These SR UR, like... I never like the choice tickets, because the choice tickets always suck. Right? Can we just get rid of them and just give us stream tickets all the time? I don't know, man. What is that card? So this is... I wonder if we can just... I assume we could just do this. This is Dimension Linker. So this is a Cyburst Normal Monster level 8. So we should also be getting the level 8 skill. Although I don't think they've announced where we're getting it or how we're getting it. But we should be getting it along with this card at some point, because this is like going to be the primary card for it. But this is a prize card. So I don't think this has been given out yet, but over in Japan for their Galaxy Rush. Is it Galaxy Rush or is that Hikari's? I think Hikari's is Galaxy Rush. For their Galaxy tournaments, they're giving this out as the prize, which is, you know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We get it in Duel Links. Duel Links waifu is real, exactly. But yeah, we're getting these tickets. Again, I don't care about these. These are crap. Don't care about them. Dream Ticket, though. I love a UR Dream Ticket. Always love that. And then Name Color Red. I don't know what I'm going to use Name Color Red on. Maybe a Red Eyes card? I don't know. Then we're getting our special missions. And this is going to get us the Joey Casual art and the another animated, which I assume we can use on the Dragoon itself, which is nice. And then we get down to this. So this is the 9th anniversary bingo missions. And we're getting, you know, some nice bingo rewards. I mean, unironically, this looks like a nice bingo card. I want all of these. I want Dual Orbs. I want the Chronicle Chips. I want gems. I like all of this. And I'm getting Dimension Linker. Absolutely fantastic. I want all of that. So that comes out on January 12th, right? So that's 6 days away. Then we get the next copy of Dimension Linker. So we get one for logging in. We just get that for day one, logging in on... God, I don't even know what date this is going to be, but we'll get that. Then we'll get this, I assume, on the 12th as well. So we're going to get 2 copies immediately, and then we'll have to wait an extra week to get the 3rd copy of Dimension Linker. And then again, a bunch of stuff I actually want, which is also really nice. Duel Links is a waifu now? Yeah, exactly. Duel Links has always been a waifu. We just haven't realized it. Panels with no skill chips are always good. Yes, I don't like skill chips. I don't like box chips. I don't want any of that. I like Dual Orbs because they help me AFK farm. I like gems. I don't have to explain to you why I like gems. And Chronicle chips are cool because I like Chronicles. I want to get all the Chronicles. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. I think they need to add more 0 to all the gems. Oh, that is a good idea, actually. Imagine if we got 100. Just imagine that, right? Every time you complete a bingo sheet, it would be, what, 6 packs instead of not even half, well, just over half a pack. I would like that, personally. Yu-Gi-Oh has always been the waifu. Real and true. And then the last cheat, again, all good stuff. And then we get this icon, which is also kind of nice. So, yeah, I mean, at least we're getting 3. We know we're getting 3 copies of this card. We still don't know where we're getting the skill. I assume it's going to be a mission or something. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. A dream ticket for Rush. Go until which box? Extreme Overlord or the last one? I have no idea, to be honest. I'll have to wait till it appears and then look at it. They should have called it Dimensional Operator and have her sitting front of an old switchboard where someone would have to link you where you use a phone. That would be funny. That's not very, like, futuristic, though. And I think that's kind of the vibe they were going for with her, right? Because she's in front of the gate, right? I think that's kind of the vibe they were going for. I think there might actually be a better image on here, rather than looking at the gross pixelated one. Get her up. Look at that. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? That's a lot cleaner. Yeah, I mean, I think the art's great. I think the idea of it's cool. Dual dimension system activated. Born in a sea of neurons, she is proud sword master. She has a sword? Is that a sword? That is a sword. Okay. I mean, we can't really see the sword. We can see a handle, but, you know. Who has traveled across 9 dimensions. Her sword, which has continued to clash with many duelists, is not meant to sever, is meant to connect. People's thoughts and feelings are linked beyond space and time. I mean, it's a cool card. I'm looking forward to playing with this, especially when we get that skill, because I think the skill is what's going to make this actually maybe playable. We'll have to wait and see, though. Whip sword. Oh, wait, is that... Wait, are you saying this is all part of the sword? No way. Oh, it is. So it comes off of the screen here, wraps round, goes behind her, and then comes up here? That is wild. Okay. Why would you frame it like that? And also, why have we got so much, like, dead space over here? Just so we can see her hand? You could have just moved her hand over here a bit. Moved her entire thing over a bit. I don't know, man. It connected her opponent's head with the ground. Exactly. Real. Apparently from Brad, there's no level cap increase, which is worrying. I mean, it is what it is at this point. Like, obviously, I would like to get a level cap increase. That means more rewards. It means we get more cards. It means we get more gems. Everything's net positive good. But, I don't know. In my mind, we'll get the level cap increase when we get the level cap increase. So it's like, it's not something because I wasn't expecting it, I'm not disappointed by not having it, if that makes sense. That's kind of how I look at it anyway. But, we're now going to hop into the OCG stuff, because we do have a couple of new cards to go over. There's only, I think, 4, so this shouldn't take long. But we have Voidveil Stalk. Now, I don't know how many of you guys are Dark Galaxy fans. When you think of Dark Galaxy and Voidvelg, do you think of a stork? Do you think of, like, a bird? I don't know, man. I think this is a weird choice, and I think this card looks very strange. But level 2 Dark Galaxy effect monster, 1100, 1100, not bad stats. Send either one card from your hand or the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Okay. Sending a card from the hand's a bit weird when you have the choice. This card's name becomes Contact Dark Matter Voyager, so that's the contact fusion for all the Dark Matter stuff. For the rest of this turn, if you send a card from the hand to the graveyard for this card's effect requirement, this card can become Voidveil Requiem instead. Very interesting. So this is basically just to try and fix your contact fusions, I guess, primarily. We forgive your greedy sins. Can we get Voidvelger Pigeon? I don't think so somehow, you know. This is the stork that brings the Empreg babies. If you say so, man. Right, so we have Beyond Probe, which... I mean, I don't hate this card. I don't hate the design. I don't think it's the best looking card, but it's definitely not the worst. This is made using Contact Dark Matter Voyager and any level 4 or lower Dark monster. Doesn't have to be a Galaxy, by the way, according to this. Contact Fusion. During the main phase, this card was Fusion summoned. You can choose one face-down card in your opponent's spell and trap zone and destroy it. But you cannot attack with monsters for the rest of the turn except Dark Galaxy monsters. So this... That's pretty good. I like this. Because the thing is, you don't have to summon this. You could just, like, not, right? But if you need it, you just have a Contact Dark Matter Voyager, or a card that becomes Contact Dark Matter Voyager, and anything else just kind of lying around, you just go into this, pop a back row. It's great. No, nothing bad to say about it. Hello, VN Penguin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. We're just going over the OCG cards. Void Velg Eternum Requiem. So this card is... I mean, I think art-wise, this looks okay. I think this is probably the best looking card that we got out of the new stuff. But level 9, 35, 25, made using Requiem and 1+ Dark Galaxy monsters. So this is modular. So Eternum Requiem thinks he's Eternal Galactica, right? It is basically meant to be sort of like a reference to that. Obviously the name was Eternum instead of Eternal, right? But it's still the ace of the anime character, right? Continuous effect. During your opponent's turn, this card cannot be returned to the hand, deck, or X deck by monster's effect. Okay, that's actually really, really good, especially because Caius is seeing a ton of play right now. This card that was fusion summoned with 3+ monsters as materials cannot be destroyed by effects. So that is actually a really, really solid body to just slap on the board. It's really hard to get rid of. There aren't a ton of effects that reduce attack, but I think the main way people just get rid of this is just attack over it, because there are a ton of decks right now that could just summon out a guy that gets a lot of attack. So I think you can just summon out a guy, get a load of attack, and slam into this, and it'll just die. Like, I don't think any of the top decks are going to have any trouble getting rid of this. By the way, have the meta change in a good way? The meta hasn't really changed at all in OCG, not really. I mean, again, we can grab this back up real quick and just show you. Music Princess is dominant at the moment. The new stuff hasn't had a huge impact. Realistically, I don't think it's going to, but it's like, it's neat. It's neat. It exists purely to beat Monarch. I mean, I guess. I mean, the thing is, I haven't run into Monarch that much, right? I don't play it as religiously as like you do Volt. So like, I haven't had any difficulties in the Monarch matchup, let's say. So it's like a bit of a weird one for me. A first Tower of Dark Galaxy. I mean, I think it's a cool card. I don't know how good it's going to be, because the thing is, if you're going first, okay, this is an okay thing to end on, right? But if you're going second onwards, you really ideally want to make something that's going to have a high impact. And this card doesn't have any impact when it hits the board. It's just a guy. It's just a 3500 guy. Which is like, that's not a bad thing, but usually it's like, alright, I'm going to try and like kill you or wipe out your board or something. So I'm going to play cards that are going to change your battle position, that are going to boost their own attack to a ridiculous number, that are going to have multiple attacks, that's going to pop your face down cards, that's going to, you have all these like very proactive effects, and this just feels very like turn one end boardy, which is a bit awkward, I think. So Shadow Force Explosion. Normal spell card requirement. During a turn that you have not activated Shadow Force Explosion, return one card from the hand to the top or bottom of the deck. Choose 2 level 8 or lower Dark Galaxy monsters with different names in your graveyard and add them to the hand. Okay. So we go 2 for 2. And we can grab back anything we want. So the ideal would be we would grab back cards that also plus us. So if we had like Prophet in the graveyard, for example, we could grab back Prophet, summon it out, use its effect, put 3 more cards back into our deck, and then grab a Fusion back from the graveyard. So that's just +1/+1. You could also do this with like Cataphract or Logisticos, if you have cards that also just get a low value. I'm trying to think though, because the modern Dark Galaxy deck, I don't think has been like crazy competitive outside of like, you know, like Dragon and Wyvern from Dark Matter. So I guess you'd probably use this to grab like double Wyvern and then summon them both out to make 2 copies of Dark Matter Dragon. I mean, that could be kind of disgusting. But I'm trying to think like from a Voidveil perspective. I don't know what you would actually do with this ideally. Only if you dislike Joint Deck. I mean, yeah, Joint Deck has not been doing as well as it has before. Right, last card, Worm Void Hole. Fusion summon a level 9 or lower Galaxy monster whose materials specifically mention Requiem or Contact Dark Matter Voyager by sending monsters from your hand or field. Okay. I don't hate this. Part of me would like there to be a card that gets this back from the graveyard. You know, like a Dark Prophet, but for this card. I think that would be really nice. But I don't dislike this card. I think this is pretty cool. The pool for Explosion is legitimately insane. I mean, we can maybe try and have a look quick. Let's have a look. I mean, we'll clear this for now. That'll make life easier. We go monster. I mean, I guess we'll look at effect monsters that are dark and galaxy. If I can find galaxy. That's at the bottom. Okay. So we can't get back anything that's level... Is it 9? Let me get it back up again quick. Level 8 or lower. Yeah, so we can't get back you or you. So the only cards we can't get back is Requiem and Trickster. Which is funny. Do they have to be... Can they be dark? Dark Galaxy monsters. They just have to have different names. That's the only other restriction. So we can get back Requiem, Chrysaor, Elysium. There's a reprint. Ultraviolet. No one's ever summoning this. Transam Cryosis. Transy. We can get back Dragon. We can get back Mist. Hecaton Chair. Star Trancer. We can get back any of the low-level Cosmo Prince. Oh, aren't they all different attributes? Maybe they're all different attributes. I think they are all different attributes. Dark Matter String. Knight. Hazardol, we can get Freya. Wyvern is probably the most widely played card, right? Realistically. I think this is what we would see the most of. Black Dwarf. Contact Dark Matter. I mean, Contact Dark Matter, this could also get grabbed back quite easily. Deep Badger, Cradle, Burster, Cool Stars, Logisticos, Denticle, Colony. I mean, Denticle also sees a lot of play. So, like, I don't think you necessarily want to get this back specifically off of a playmaking card, though. False Moon could be pretty good. We got Jelly, Lockdoll, Heteroil. We got Globule, Stalk. We got Handshaker, Meteor. I mean, I think down here we're starting to get into the weird. I mean, Kyrie's not bad. Universe Stellar could also be a really good card. Dark Prophet, obviously we already mentioned that. And then we get into like some of the fusions, which... I mean, I guess you could use this to put some of the low-level fusions back in your extra deck, assuming that works, which I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, yeah, there's some cool stuff you could do with it for sure. Wow, an emulator for Rush players. Lamel's so lame. Hello, Kim Friend. Welcome on in. Kim Friend, I think, is probably the channel's biggest supporter. He's always comes in with lovely words about Rush Duel. I don't know why he just loves the game so much. We love him for that. But with that all done, we've kind of finished everything. So we're gonna play the game. That's the plan now. And on that note, we're also going to put ourselves back into the seated position. We're going to start having our desk descend. And we're going to jump into a game. We're going to see what happens with our Red Eyes Black Dragon deck, which hopefully is going to be at least somewhat competent. That is the hope. Ugh. I'm now sat on my jacket. Ugh, but that's fine. Alright. As the desk slowly descends. Hi guys, I'm down here now. The big one is Dead Shear and the entire doll package. Dead Shear? I'm trying to think, what can you do with the doll package that you couldn't do before though, right? Because like the doll package is good for just getting a couple of extra bodies. I guess you could just do the contact. But then again, does the doll package even have any contacts going on? Right, we should try and focus on this at least a little bit. So he's probably playing heroes. With this hand, if I did that, use that, reveal 2, I'd have to get both the pieces, which means I wouldn't be able to use that. Right. Activate the skill. Reveal this. So I have to get this, and then if I grab this... I'm not going to have enough cards. I'd have to get rid of that. Right, this is going to be weird, but let's see where it goes. I'll grab these two to hand. I'll send this. Right, this is a really bad play. Which is why I'm second guessing actually doing it, but but I want to do it because it's funny. All right, I'm going to do this play now. We're going to activate pressure. This is a really bad play, but I just want to do this. We'll bring back Red Eyes Moon. Oh, okay. So we'll summon out this. If he wants to use Shady on this, that's fine. Okay, so this is fine. So the downside is... I think we just leave this in hand. I don't think we have to go balls to the walls here. So if he had 3 sets, that would have been a really cool play. But because he only had 1 set, that was just a bad play altogether. I posted 3 more articles on Discord about new OCG cards. 2 are just artworks. 1 has an effect, if you haven't looked at them yet. I mean, we might check them out after this. Okay, Argent's going to come down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, he just gets the +2 straight off the bat. We might be cooked straight up. I mean, what was the other play? The other play, or like, I guess the sensible play. The trick is, no matter what, we're in a really weird spot because he had the Shady. So if we could have like just gone for a fusion, then just summoned out both the vanillas and just attacked. That was probably the correct play, but I think we still have to, because we guess he's playing hero, we have to assume he's got a Clayman. So I think we always attack with the big guy, and we only get in for like, what, 29? Okay, then we're using Cirque. Still 5 cards in hand, by the way. Send Sparkman, activates another Cirque. Again, still just has 5 cards in hand. Bro has 6 cards left in his deck. I think we might be cooked here, guys. I have a feeling we're not going to win this one. Trying to think, if we didn't go for the play. Wait, why are we doing this? Oh, are we just going to try an OTK now? What would we have to have? Because this gets out Shining. What's the play with this? Are we going to summon out Sparkman? Make Voltic? But what does Voltic get you here? Like, are we just going to make a second Flame Wingman? This is a bit weird. Oh no, we're just going straight to this. Okay. Oh, we're going to make a Flame Wingman off of this. I mean, all you need... Okay. So now you're going to fuse these. Wait, have you not used the skill yet? No, you have used the skill. You have used the skill. Okay, so this comes down. And then it's just swing, 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 we're dead. I mean, we don't need to play this out. I would have searched vanilla, red eyes there also. Set up order if they have shade at the same time, you can just skull red eyes. I mean, yeah, we knew when we did it, it was the wrong play. Like, we actively said this was the wrong play to make, right? But either way, I don't think we were winning that duel regardless, right? Like, he had the most custom hand of all time. He went down to 6 cards in deck on turn 2. He had easy summon of double Shining Flare. Like, we weren't winning that game, even if we played it immaculately. Have you gotten any wins with this deck yet? Also, I mean, that was our first game. So we are 0-1, but we got custom handed by arguably the best deck in the game. So... Hello, PATRG, by the way. Welcome, welcome. Alright, Ellie Cirque. I really do not understand why Konami just refused to hit this card when this card has been unbelievably powerful for like, what, 4-5 months? This card's been like so good and being abused by so many different decks. It's still wild to me that they have not addressed it whatsoever. I mean, again, I don't want them to like kill it. I don't want them to like take it out of everything, but like just put it to like 2 copies. That would be fine. And then just like move a Music Princess card to 2 as well. At least then you don't have to get like absolutely sacked by it all the time. We changed that to defense. I assume that means we're planning to tribute Horn Knives. Okay. So we... What's the defense of his monster? It's going to be this one. So it's going to have 900 defense. That's not too bad to deal with. Either way, we're doing this. I don't think it matters what we reveal. We need this. Let me grab this. We put this one into the graveyard. There's no other thinking required here, right? Right, we'll summon out Change Slime. No delay. Summon this. Summon out the Fire Dragon. No delay again. Am I an idiot? I didn't see him tribute 2. I'm an idiot. That's what I get. That's what I get for not paying attention. I was like, he tributed 1, so we're fine. No, he tributed 2. I'm just a dumbass. Okay. 0 defense on the board against this deck could also just mean death, so we might just lose here. I mean, it was my own fault. It was my own fault. You aren't dead yet because his Shining drops attack when he shuffles the materials unless he summons second Wingman, but I would wait to see if he plays just in case. Nah. Chances are he's just got lethal anyway. I don't think there's any point in sitting it out. Like maybe if we're like huffing all the copium in the world, like he just didn't have it. Maybe. But even if he didn't, like we're not in a position to clap back. We would literally have to get the ultimate god hand to be able to get a win on the clapback. So like it's huffing copium that we're not dead. Then it's huffing copium that we're going to draw exactly what we need to out him. Okay, changes that to defense. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Because if this got changed to defense, I would be like, I'm just dead. Are you going to pressure as well? What do you mean, am I going to pressure as well? Run pressure. I mean, we're playing pressure. Although we don't have it yet. It is in the deck currently. Okay. Battle Ballet comes down. I mean, we might be dead. We'll have to wait and see what he does. They could already activate Voltic Effect to get either Wingman, which would have been lethal either way. Burst, target, Shining works. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because in my head, I was like, the maths is... He has the Voltic already, which has 2,000 attack. He summons out another. Then he attacks over 1, burns for 12. And then attacks directly. Even if he loses the 600, it's 61 down to, what, 53? No, 55. So it'd be 55 plus 12. So we're just dead on just from that. Because we only had 2 monsters on board. He's got Piercing. This has 0 defense, which is the scary bit. Because without a way to wipe this board, there's no competent way to kill here. So it comes down to... Are we going to bring back, like, this? The issue is that puts us vulnerable to... I think the play might be to just wall up. Because, alright, this can't gain attack. This is just 3,000. Oh, no, but if he gets out... But he'd have to tribute 2. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to activate Black Skull Rising. We're going to grab out... Probably these 2 from the grave. Mind you, this only has 500 defense anyway. Oh, but it doesn't really matter how much defense it's got. Even 0 is fine. I think I'm going to grab these 2. Then we're going to send this away. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Set 1, set 2. So the logic here is he needs to find straight Pierce, or he needs to tribute both of these monsters to make room to get enough power to kill me. If he does just straight Pierce, there's nothing I can do about it. If he tributes to make room, then I can use the trap to stop him. So basically this puts him on, if he's got straight Pierce, I'm just dead anyway. But I think if he had straight Pierce, I was always cooked regardless. Because the lose con here basically is Again, straight pierce, I don't think there's anything I could do. Like, mathematically. Because we could have cleared 2 of these bodies. But then I think I just die on the crackback to that. Especially because he can just go into action, reduce the attack by 2,000, attack over, and then attack over with a straight pierce, so I'll be dead anyway. I mean, again, if he hasn't got straight pierce, we're just fine. Hey, Bottler Works, welcome on in. Are we winning? We are not winning. We are trying out one of the brand new decks that is not stellar. Okay. Ooh. Alright, that is punish for keeping Change Slime instead of the other guy. I mean, we have to just try and draw into it now. Reveal Change Slime. We have to go double dragon. No, that doesn't change anything. Because even if I get the direct attack, I'd have to draw into exactly... Oh, Jesus. There's no good way to win. I guess we want to just get the wipe off. If the board wipe goes off, we have the secret order to try and win. So I think we do just take double dragon. There's no reason to sit on double dragonic pressure, so we'll get rid of that. Oh, I don't have an Akra in the grave. Guys, we're not having a good day so far. Oh, for some reason, I was like, oh, I've got an Akra in the graveyard. That's fine. We'll go for the draw. No. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I mean, it was a high roll anyway, but there was a good chance. I mean, I guess we would have had 1,500 more damage if we didn't misplay in the first turn as well. So it's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, Matea. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I mean, we haven't played very well, if we're being honest. But it's still not looking great so far. Let's see what happens. So again, the play would have been, instead of setting both of the Moon Dragons, we keep one in hand. That way we just have an extra dragon in hand for when we draw out pressure. And obviously we needed to send the Change Slime in hand to graveyard. But we would have already had a Change Slime. Oh god, we absolutely fumbled that. Absolutely. Either way, we would have had... No. We would have won. If all we had to do was keep the Moon Dragon in hand and we win. That's all we needed to do. Again, outside of him having like a negate attack or a slime, right? Mono and Hikari lose a couple of games at the start and one after it happens to you as well. I mean, again, we're in silver as well, so it's fine. The weird thing is we keep playing against good decks. We've played against Hero, Music Princess, and Neos. Now, again, Neos isn't quite on the same level, but it's still a competent deck. Now, turn 1 Heat Neos. You know, that's a thing. Hey, it's Pog. I think we'll activate Pog first. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and reveal Change Slime. Then we're going to grab probably these two. Is there a... Well, I mean, we have double Change Slime. We could make double. That's very funny. I mean, that... So if I take both of these, leave them both in hand, and discard the Treasure Dragon, that plays around Shady. So I guess I'll do that. We'll summon this. So there is a delay. Actually, there was no reason to do this at all. There was literally no reason. Because I can only ever summon one out anyway. God, we're having a rough day of it today. Brain is lagging. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Sure, we'll just summon this. Why not? Alright. For some reason, I was like, having the ability to make two is better. I mean, I guess it would have been better. Like, ending on double 32 is still really good. Maybe that was the greedy play then. We also keep this in hand. Obviously, Dragonic Pressure does nothing with this, but... Great, more heroes. No, your brain isn't lagging, just can't comprehend the garbage. Nah, we could definitely play this better. I always play worse on stream, but I think that's just normal, right? There's extra pressure when you're on stream. Greedy Venom. I mean, I like to think I'm not Venom. And there ain't no Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon here. Okay, Hero Descent. God, he's turbo through his deck so hard. We've used all 3 elemental circulations. Okay, so this is how he outs the Black Skull. The Rushdell version of Red Eyes definitely deserved better. Hello, Vital. Welcome on in. Yeah, I mean, I think, again, we get a few more cards. This deck becomes a deck. But, like, I don't know, in the current state, I think this is at least playable. Are we going for double? Ooh, that's pretty cool. The downside with that is it now means I kind of need pressure to wipe this board. Or I need, I guess, Order would do it. Destroying a Secret Order also just sorts this out. We're not even taking a ton of damage here. Ooh. Right, I take it back. We're taking a ton of damage here. How much is this going to be? How big are they getting? 37. Ooh. That's what, 25 plus 32 plus 5. Oh yeah, that is basically exactly lethal. I think that's 200 over lethal. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I mean, we could have played the dragon in defense mode. We just didn't expect to get OTK'd in one turn by this deck. That Lime is correct in my opinion. Trap Hole is the unfortunate punish, but otherwise good into Shady. Well, the downside was I don't know if I needed to keep both Skull Archfiends in hand. So I think I could have had just an extra body. But again, with hindsight, it's easy to be like, I died because I didn't have an extra body, right? And also I died because I had Moondragon in attack mode. So like, it's easy to be like, in hindsight, what I did was wrong. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get the feel of it as we go, right? When we start seeing the lines a bit more. Definitely should have released the other cards the deck needed in the same box. I don't think they were ever going to be in that box, is the one thing. Because the boxes are only going to have 6 cards in them, because it's a deck build box. And I think that they never want to just put 6 cards for one archetype in there. Alright. Well, that's not an ideal open, but let's see what Matarian's got for us. Assuming this is Matarian. Second Skull in hand was good if it was Shady, because you could end on Black Skull plus Showdown plus Red Eyes pitching pressure. Yeah? I'm trying to think. So we summon, it got flipped down. We would then summon out the other one, use the effect of fusion, then summon another body. What other body would we have had? It would have to have been a Moondragon. Tribute 2, summon out Archfiend, Showdown, use its effect, discard pressure, bring back Red Eyes. Then we have 32, 25, 24. I mean, you're not wrong. That is a solid lineup. Alright, well, he now knows that's Shady. I mean, what's he got going on in here? I kind of want to flip this. Just like, cut him off at the head now. But I don't gain any life points from this now. Nah, screw it. We're going to do this. He's got 2 cards left. You can't do anything with 2 cards. He's only got 500 defense. That's probably Shady then. We currently have that, so we need to get the 2 pieces. The downside is, because I don't have either Archfiend or thingy, I have to reveal this, which means we have to get this and this. There's no other way to do this. Alright, we'll take these. Send this. We'll summon. No delay. Is there anything we can do with this information? I mean, at this point, no. We'll use the effect, summon this. Flip, summon, set. Swing, swing, swing. I don't think there was a way to lethal there. I mean, maybe. I had enough dragons that I could have used pressure. But, like, that comes back. I'd be down, like, 1, 2, 3. Use that to make that off of that afterwards. Then I would have had 1. I don't think it was lethal still, because I don't think I can get 3 attacks as well as using that. And I couldn't make use of Secret Order because we had the Moondragon already and we didn't have the other 2. I mean, we just do this. Okay. Alright, we managed to get a win. I guess we'll take that. Alright, we'll slap a dice. Okay. we managed to be a bronze player. Oh, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. It's okay, we're still doing the warm-up games. Because Moondragon would help with the fusion, as it can be treated as a Red Eyes. It might have been close to lethal. I wasn't sure at that point. I don't think it was lethal. Metarian loses even against this. Yep. Metarian garbage confirmed. Ooh, against another top tier deck. This is wild. Usually when we play ladder, we do not play against like good deck after good deck after good deck. So this is an interesting one. Ooh, are we dropping this turn 1? The only reason would be if we're worried about it getting popped, or if we want to keep a card in hand. I don't think we need to against this deck. I mean, could be on Cyclone, but I'm going to get kind of greedy, and we're just going to set the whole hand. Let's see what he does. 40 card Aqua? I mean, good point. The opponent might have bricked as well. There was technically a lethal line, but it doesn't play through Shady. What are we doing with this? I mean, we'll do this. Alright. We're definitely making, like, a play, right? The question is, the only plays we can make is with Tribute Monsters right now. I mean, that's not even a bad shout. I could just grab these. Unless... we're in the same awkward situation where I have the dragon and I want anything other than this dragon right now. I want either of the other 2 and I would be so happy. We could just activate, discard these 3, summon. He can't Shady us. But then I still don't get the Red Eyes Black Dragon. It's so annoying. I could just take these 2. Go for the discard play, summon, and then if we get Trap Hold, we get Trap Hold. Right, let's go for this. I think we're going to get rid of Order here, because right now it's not doing us any good. I'm going to drop Pressure. I could also bring that back. I mean, at this point, I don't think that's worth doing, but I'll bring this back for now. Okay, he does have a delay. What is this? So this has to be... riding? Okay. I mean, he's good at riding us. There's not a lot we can do about it. We just have to force the riding out here. Oh, he can't use riding because it's a normal monster. That's pretty funny. All right, we'll keep this in hand because I want this live. Then we'll go in. Okay, not the craziest turn, but we got 32 in through set 3, which is something. Could have had Chasey, but chose not to activate it. I mean, there was always a chance, right? But either way, we have to play as if he could have it, right? Hey, playing some Red Eyes, I see. Yes, we are indeed. So this is just lethal, right? We don't mess about, we just... I mean, we'll activate the skill, just to get some plus in. Boom. Alright. I mean, we'll take it. I don't know... What deck were they playing? I need to see this list. I need to see this list. Because he was playing fake Neos. What skill was he on as well? Alright, what are we looking at? Hikari, what have we told you about influencing people on the ladder? Okay? This is not acceptable. This list is wild, by the way. We're just playing 2 of Elemental Heroes. We're not playing Circulation. We are playing Card Revitalization. Is this like... Eternal Heaven, Card Revitalization, OTK? Same situation as last game, but the lethal line wouldn't have played through the compulse, but more worth to do since they telegraphed no shady. This isn't working, lol. 1 Santa. This guy is milling himself. Oh, and we are cheating. I mean, yeah, he's playing the old ban list. How are you even drawing Santa? I mean, the skill just sends Avian and Burstinatrix to the graveyard. That's all the skill does. So it just turns on Miracle Fusion. I guess you can also use Descent, but you only have 1 of Fusion. So you got 2 1-ofs to make use of the skill. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, why do you not have Shady in his deck? Who even knows? Alright. Berg. Let's see what Berg's got for us. Oh, is it going to be high-tech? It's a Uamu skill. It could be high-tech. 5 cards an extra. It could be high-tech. If he just has it, we are just dead with this hand. This hand does nothing to stop him. So we are just going to set 5 and hope he did not open the God Hand. Because if he did, we are dead. Let's see. To be fair, I don't play Shady in Santa. I don't like it with Card Revitalization. I mean, it does kind of get in the way. I do understand. Okay. Okay. I mean, both of these cards are playable. People do play Winged Dragon because it's got nice defense. Okay. No boss monster means no skill activation, so we are golden for now. No cards in hand, so we don't have to worry about Shady. Right, we'll drop Pog, see if there's... Well, there wouldn't be a... I guess there would be a delay if it was Compulse. We have plenty of dragons if we want to wipe the board. So we activate, we'd have to pitch 1, 2, 3, bring that back, get a draw if I want it, or bring that back and use it as fusion material. Doesn't matter though, because either way, I think the best play to do is activate the skill. We'll reveal Red Eyes Moon. We grab you and you. The only thing that stops us here is going to be... Trap Hole. Alright, we'll do this. We'll go 1, 2... Always you, always you. Do I need you? No. Unless he's got Trap Hole. But we'll send this. Oh! No, it doesn't matter still. Yes. Alright, we'll summon this. Activate the effect to draw a card. That doesn't change much. Right, has he got Trap Hole? Ah! The mother flipper. Okay. So now we summon, tribute to summon this. I could use its effect to bring back a normal, and then we still just win. What else could he have to stop this? Okay. He needs to have slime. Alright. We got there. We got there. We got there. Ugh. We might be seeing high-tech. It would have been nice to see high-tech. Well, to see high-tech do a high-tech thing. Not to lose to it, obviously. That would kind of suck. Right. Let's check out the list. I want to see if they were playing proper high-tech. Because from what we saw, they could have been on proper high-tech. This is legit high-tech. The only real sus is like 7 Shift and maybe Recital. The rest of this is pretty much high-tech. Bath ooh. Triad Dragger. Triad Dragger is a good card. Maybe not in this high-tech, but in general, getting a free +1 is quite nice. I get Recital because the attack negation, but the rest is fine. I don't think I would play 7 Shift in that deck, personally. I think you've already got Striping to just summon it for free, but you just don't need it. No skill! Oh boy. Can we beat a deck with no skill? Basically just aura farming on us. It might be Jova, guys. It might be Jova. Our win streak might come to an end here. If he summons 3 1500 attack monsters. Ah, it's Sparks! Okay. Sparks pass! Whoa, Nelly. I mean, can we find lethal here? Yeah, we should be able to. Yeah. 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 I just need this, and then that's it. Nothing else matters, right? I guess I'll grab this, because I can. Pop you in the bin. Go get him, guys! Yeah! We did it! Spark Heart Scale. Oh, do you think it was a sign that Spark Heart Scale's coming soon? Next box, Spark Heart Scale. Well, obviously we already have Spark Heart Scales. The rest of the Spark Heart support. Rituals. Imagine Rituals. Oh, but we're not posting that as our rank up. Imagine Rituals just randomly shadow drop, and it's just the Spark Heart Scale stuff. And there's literally no other ritual support. There's no fanfare. It's just like, oh yeah, by the way, the Spark Hearts rituals are out now. That would be so funny. The new Spark support isn't out yet. I actually had a very funny moment yesterday during the Tag Duel tournament runs. I drew Sparks and Curtain of Sparks in the same hand. Why are you playing those cards? That's the only question on my mind. Now that's a dual replay save. I don't think so somehow. Now, faster climb more than Hikari-chan. I mean, I imagine Hikari probably had a lot more interesting games than what we've had today. I didn't get to watch a lot of Hikari's stream, unfortunately. It was at a really weird time for me. Ooh. The greedy play is set Pot of Greed. But if we Pot of Greed and we draw 2 monsters, that's also really bad for us. Alright, we're gonna get greedy. Let's see what happens. We have a 0 defense on the board, which is also not fantastic. Everyone's attack stats are quite nice. Okay. Not entirely sure what went on there. I mean, we'll check the deck list quick, I guess. Oh, look at that. 6 back row hate. 6 back row hate. What do we think? Do we think he set a card accidentally and then he looked at his hand and realized he had Ghost Cyclone? And was like, ugh. And then just gave up. I respect it if that's the case. I don't have a reason for running it. I just did. Fair enough. Fair enough. Set 5 meta. Set 5 is just too strong for some players, apparently. That's basically what happened. I mean, I think that would make sense, right? It's Metarian again, here for the run back. Let's see. See if they've got anything. This hand is a bit weak, if we're being completely honest. We have a skill activation. And then, like, what do we do after we activate the skill? Like, we can get out of 32 and then hit. I don't even think that's worth doing. I think we just stall. I think we just literally set a bunch. The issue is, setting a bunch against this deck, he can pop them and change them to attack position. I guess what we have to do is just not die. Right? Two back row. 1 card in hand. I could summon Change Slime, so he does. Then if he like trap holes, I could pivot because I've got this already. Alright, we'll summon Change Slime. Delay. Nothing. Activate Black Skull Rising. Reveal Red Eyes Moon. I kind of want to just grab this and this. Put that in the bin. Keep that in hand, even. So I could just use that to fuse these two together. Put that in the bin. Summon these. Yeah, I think I like this. This way I get to maintain this in hand. So I'll get rid of this. Activate Change Slime now. Go 1, 2. Summon this out. No delay. Summon. There is a delay. So, trap hole? Okay. We're going to get super greedy. Right, 3 dragons on the board, which means we can get absolutely murked by a big Vritra. Let's see what happens. Because if he has Vritra and he gets out 2 bosses, I think we're just dead. But imagine he doesn't have Vritra. If he doesn't have Vritra or Gun, maybe we're just fine. I just wanted to get 3,200 damage, which was very greedy because my deck is designed to do 6,000 damage in one turn. So there was no real reason to do it. At least Rush Ladder is real. We do not have to wait like a minute or two. I mean, in my experience, that's only ever happened in Legend. Like, the climb up, I always find games no time at all. Okay. Are we going to tribute both to summon out leading? Yeah. Activate leading. Do we have Vritra? We do not have Vritra access with what's in the graveyard. Sword Dancer is completely pointless right now, unless you have Gun. Starry Start, that's fine. Hikari wants a duel challenge. You just gonna bully my Red Eyes deck? Is that the plan here? Okay. We're going to fuse these together. What are we going to do, though? Are we going to go into full Matari and Ashura Star? Is that the line? Like, what does that accomplish? This is it? This is all you could do? Oh, no. Okay. I mean, there's Secret Order. I could just make another one. The issue is there's no, like, lethal line here currently. Alright, we'll summon out Change Slime. There is a delay. What delay have you got on that? Oh, the Fusion Trap. Oh, crap. How does the Fusion Trap work again? I haven't played against it in so long. It's like imaginary something, right? When your opponent normal or special summons a monster, fusion summon a cyborg monster by shuffling monsters from your field and or graveyard into the owner's deck as material, then you destroy one face up level 8 or lower. Okay, so that's fine. Alright, we'll go Cornfall here. This hasn't exactly changed a whole lot here. I guess we'll put that back. Activate the skill. Reveal that we have Showdown. I kind of want to leave these three in deck. So I'm probably going to grab this. And... I don't know, this? I don't think it matters. This and this. And then I'll just put this back, I guess. I don't know. Alright, we'll go Change Slime. We'll make another one. Summon this out. And we're just going to order this back, I think. And then we'll just clear everything. Unfortunately, giving them another turn is really not ideal. I don't want to set this because I don't want to give them something to pop. And this is like fine for next turn follow-up. We got a skill activation. The only thing we could have done differently is we could have activated the skill first before we activated Cornfall to try and draw into a trap card. I think other than that, this was pretty much the best we were going to get. Because we could have gone defensive and just hoped to live a turn, but like that always puts us in a really weird spot. Because again, his deck is a deck that will just punish you massively for going defensive. But also it's a deck that can punish you for going aggressive, so... Okay, this on its own is only popping one guy. So he needs to summon another fusion monster. So has he got another fusion monster access? So we know this is the trap card. So these 3 cards need to be a fusion monster. So it could be Star Restart. Ooh. Okay, so we just pop in the 1. What are the last 3 in hand? But he had a Star Restart. Unless he had no normal monsters in his hand at all. That was it. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to go into full Vritra. Pop with the Vritra Revive. Okay. I assume he then just didn't have anything. Because again, if he just had double, that was just lethal, right? That'd be 800 plus... Oh no, it wouldn't have been lethal. It would have been 200 off lethal. So is this deck just spamming big vanilla bodies? So this is basically supposed to be baseball, right? We use Dragonic Pressure to wipe, and then we just make a bunch of vanillas. Wait, why did we do that? Couldn't we have just special summoned the Vritra and popped it and had another body on board? This is actually a little bit awkward for me now. Alright, we'll go for this. Reveal this. I still want these in the deck. So we're going to grab this. And I guess this to play around him popping it on summon. Probably just get rid of this. Alright. Summon out Change Slime. Okay. So we saw this coming. How much damage are we going to have here? It's only going to be the 14. Plus 3? Is this going to be exact lethal? Alright, change Slime into Boy Love Dragon. No delay. Summon out Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress. Activate Secret Order. Bring back Red Eyes Black Dragon. Go to battle phase. Crash. Swing for 300. Swing for 14. Hey. Exactly lethal. 2-0 against the Metarians. Just got to keep schooling on the Metarians for now. What the deck doing? If they made full Ashura, you were just dead. They had everything to make full Ashura, right? They had the Star Restart. No, did they have everything? He added back... I'm trying to think if he had everything at the same time. Because we know he added back a thing to make the Ashura, but I don't... That was on an earlier turn. On that turn, he summoned out the Vritra. We know he had the Star Restart, but he needed the Star Restart to get back the extra actor. So I don't know if he had everything he needed. They even had the discard for the effect. But again, I don't... Again, I'd have to go back and watch the replay. I don't think he had all the pieces at the same time to make full Ashura. Alright. Hikari wants to duel, so we're going to hop out here. The only other issue is I don't think we're friends on the Rush account, Hikari. So we might have to... Yeah, I don't think we're friends on here. We might have to make a room. Jay Santi, 30 plus days ago. Get out of here. We will do a quick prune, actually, while we are here. 30 plus day on Alpacalyptic. Alpaca, what happened? 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 day, 7 days, 11 hours ago from JD Scrub. Akura's online right now. VN Penguin. No one else has quit. Oh, Renemy. We gotta get rid of Renemy. Goodbye, Renemy. Can you friend me, Streamer-san? I'll throw my duelist ID up. We've only got 2 free spots at the moment, but... Bam. If you can make full Vricha, you can make full Ashura. Doesn't... Oh, do they both just... Doesn't one need a Shura Star? Or am I tripping? Oh, level 9 Cyborg. Oh. I'm with you. In my mind, I was like, well, yeah, to make full Ashura Star, you have to use Ashura Star. Because it's right there in the name. No, that is not true. That is not true. Please don't delete me. You can tell I don't play Matarian, can't you? Two friend requests. Immediately Monosync slips in there. He just really wants it. I'll tell you what, we'll get rid of Alpaca as well, in case someone else does want to be friends. What is going on with this? This guy has apparently never been online. I don't know who this is. What deck is he playing? Alright, we'll get rid of this, whoever this is. Here we get more friends just coming in. We'll accept everyone. Alright. That's as many as we can have. Don't really have a good rush decks right now outside of Seven's Road because of that skill. Yeah, the Seven's Road skill is kind of nutty. Wait, what am I doing? I need to go back to the friends list. The brain is going back into not working mode again. Alright, Hikari. Apply for a rush duel. I'm guessing it's because he hasn't been online for more than 30 days. But it just says 30 days plus if you haven't been online for more than 30 days. So I have no idea. Alright. So Hikari is bringing best deck, which I assume is going to be Dark Galaxy. Oh my god, we're both gold rank 1. Is this Santa? Are you bringing Santa? $35 card deck, no extra. Well, with this, I think we just set a bunch of cards. No idea why it was just blank. Yes, I have no idea either. It's really weird. Pure Glass Dragius? Oh, could you imagine? I'm so ready. Just slam down the Pure Glass. Alright. We'll go Pot of Greed first. Then we'll activate the skill. Reveal I have a Red Eyes Black Dragon in my hand. So we need this. Activate, summon, bam bam. Then entirely rely on the draw for that, which is not great. So we want to discard 1, 2... I guess we want another dragon to discard. Based on what we have here. That way I can get a draw for that. Although, does the draw help? So we go, wipe the board. We'd have 1, 2, 3 in the grave. Bring 1 back. If we got another normal summon, we could summon, tribute both to summon that. Use the effect, discard, bring that back. Which is arguably better. The issue is it doesn't play around... Shady is the big issue. So... we are going to do this. We'll grab these two. One, two, three, four, five. If I want a normal summon, normal summon, normal summon. Discard, 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 bring back. let's discard this. Alright, let's go... None of this matters. So we'll go Dragonic Pressure straight away. We'll go 1, 2, 3. I'll bring this back. Activate the effect. Let's summon this and see if there's a delay. No delay. So I think I could distribute 2 to summon this. Use its effect. Okay. Buffered Slime is fine. The only downside here is we've used 2 of our spell cards already. That's the only downside. Staying down to Dragonic Pressure means we have to find the 3rd one to be able to crack this. Because our deck can't beat set 3 any other way. We have a skill activation for next turn. But again, we're going to need the Dragonic Pressure. I mean, we were in a really good spot. I think if she obviously didn't have a trap card, we just won. Could we have won through Shady? Oh, I don't know if we could have won through Shady. I don't think we could have won through Trap Hole either. I mean, we had the lethal line. We had to try for it, right? The only maybe sus decision is keeping Change Slime. There's not that many dragons to search for the skills, so it's really just worse baseball. I mean, I would make an argument that baseball is better than this. But, you know, it does stuff. Do that, use that to get it back. I'd have to have double discard. It's the big issue here. Grab 2. Activate. Bam, bam. Summon, summon. There's no way to find lethal if I do that. There's just not. I would have to sack. That was the only way. It'd have to be a draw off of Treasure Dragon that gets me the win. That's the only way to lethal through this board. And it would have to be like an order, I guess. Alright. I think we just chill. Do we even activate the skill? Because we just kind of want to wait until we get more dragons or until we find order. I could just put some dragons back in my hand. That's not a bad shout. Right, we'll go Black Skull Rising. Reveal this. Grab these 2 back from the graveyard. Send this. Then go to battle. Okay, another battle trap. What is this going to be then? Oh, restoration. Okay. Well, we're going to have another restoration. Can also discard this hand, which is fine. Nothing really changes if the hand gets discarded. At least not right now. Okay, this is fine. I'd bet the cat. Avarice comes down. I think this is probably going to be one of the more annoying matchups for us, just because we don't have good ways to beat set 3 outside of Dragonic Pressure. Whereas if we had a way to constantly apply pressure every turn, I think we'd be in a better spot. But because we can only get damage in by using our finite number of spell cards, I think we're probably not going to win this. Well, there goes another dragon. I mean, yeah, I can't stop this. How many targets have we got left? One. Only one of those in the graveyard. So we have 2 of those still in the deck. Okay, so we should be fine. I mean, do we care about that? That's fine. Okay, Revitalization comes down. Boost the attack up. So we know what one of the back row is. Okie dokie, so we can... We'd have to just attack with that on its own. That would be what? I don't think it's enough. It'll be 31, 43, and she has a way to gain life points as well. We needed just one more body. And without it, I think we just lose. Maybe we can be okay. Right, we have to do this either way. So we use this. We need to grab 2 dragons back. This is non-negotiable. To the graveyard, there's no reason to hold onto this secret order, is there? Over anything else specifically. We go Dragonic Pressure. I think the best option is probably just Moon, right? We know there's no Legend Trap. We know there's no Slime. So there's going to be card Restoration. And then I don't know what the last card is. Is it another Restoration? Oh, you can't use Restoration. The Guard! Yeah. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. This is, like, the worst possible matchup for us. I mean, we'll save the replay. That might make the video. But this is literally the worst possible matchup for us. Right, I don't think there's a reason to play again. That's basically... Like, it's not, right? Because obviously Hikari plays Santa Mill anyway. But... it's almost as if it is a deck deliberately designed to hard counter our deck / baseball, right? Like, it's so funny how unbelievably, like, one-sided that matchup is. I'm amazed we even almost got the win, to be honest. Like, because it's funny, right? Because it stops direct attacks because it has the guard, right? Which means it stops, again, it stops baseball because baseball does the exact same play. It plays Slime, which no one else is playing, which again messes up specifically like baseball and the deck that we're playing. Like, a deck that just sets 3 every single turn, which messes up like baseball and the deck that we're playing because the only way to get through it is with a spell card specifically. It's so funny how it's just so anti our deck. It's so funny. Baseball should beat this. You just keep recycling with Grand Slam. I think I feel that that is very idealistic. I think that could happen. I don't think that's... I don't think like it's just one-sided, you're always going to win that matchup. And you're going to really struggle to find damage to get in. And again, that deck can also just recycle as well. But yeah, I mean, it just goes to show the weakness of our deck, right? If the only way we can get damage in is with Dragonic Pressure, it puts us in a really, really bad spot. I don't know if I have the strength to bring it. I mean, realistically, is Santa even going to win a round against a real deck? I don't know if it will. I think, isn't it just going to get absolutely smoked by anything like meta? What just happened? You added... You have a Seven's Road Witch in your hand, and you chose not to play it? Oh, that's an awkward hand. The hell is this? I mean, we already have that. We don't have access to multiple red eyes. I guess we could have access to multiple red eyes. We'll go 1, 2. Summon this. Putting this in attack position doesn't really help me. Summoning out another body doesn't also really help me that much, so I think we're just going to set this. So he has a delay. Curtain of Sparks? Okay. Three Phoenix Dragon, you should have easy access to Grand Slam. I guess you could lose to this if you don't recognize it's this deck, but otherwise I think Baseball should be fine. I mean, that's fair. But, like, this version of the deck, at the very least, doesn't have any recycling, right? So we can't just go infinite. But there's also the issue that if they get to do exactly what they want, right? Like, if they get, like, Santa plus... That's fine. If they go, like, Santa plus, like double Raptor or something. They just get like a big chunky mill with a card revitalization. That could be just like effectively 15 cards gone immediately. I mean, I guess I'll just summon out the Fire Dragon. I could +1 here. Sure, why not? I'll reveal that I have this guy. I'm just going to grab 2 from the graveyard. And I'll just pop 1 back in. I mean, yeah. That wasn't a real duel, I don't think, but yeah. I hate meta anyway. I don't know if that's true, Hikaru. You like meta when you're playing meta. You just don't like playing meta a lot of the time. Like, we've seen you play in Jointech. And you were playing Miss Mutton when it was, like, a more meta-relevant deck. When it was actually, like, winning tournaments and taking second places, right? Thanks to Mr. Quantum. Well, I guess it was a joint effort between Quantum and Hikari. Meme Road Magician? Well, when they just don't do anything, it is definitely. I was not expecting him to run Curtain of Sparks. I don't think he's, like a rush... I don't know if he's not a rush main, but I don't think he's like a competitive rush player. Playing meta make the game more easier, but also not as fun. I think in some cases, it depends though, right? Like, if the meta is just really fun decks, then, you know. It's like, I really liked playing Gaia. So when Gaia was meta, I was like, yeah, playing Gaia Mirrors is really fun. I really like this. So I enjoyed that. Back when Light Galaxy was meta. I thought Light Galaxy was such a fun deck to play. I absolutely love it. Like, it's so much fun. I don't necessarily agree. I just hate the current meta decks. I guess. I mean, do you not like Jointech, or are we not considering Jointech meta anymore? Because you played a lot of Jointech. I assume you don't like Aqua. You don't like Music Princess. Although I think Music Princess is quite a fun deck. It's a little bit overtuned, but I do think it is a fun deck. Tomato Dinosaur, I heard you will be acting in the new season of Peaky Blinders. I am most definitely not an actor. I can tell you that right now. Ow. Well, there was no way to avoid this, so we're just taking the tax of being on 1400 life to start the game. Why does this keep happening? Right. You know what? If we had Skull Archfiend, whatever it's called, the fusion, this would be lethal. I mean, we have to just do what we can, right? The issue is I think we're just dead to anything. Like, any boss, I think we just die next turn. There's no way to lethal him this turn. And there's no way to build a board that gets me out of lethal range. We could just set. But we can't even do that because our hand's full of boss monsters. So I think we're just cooked. I think we have to just do what we can, but it's not good. Why did I not grab... Why did I not grab the vanilla? Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, I mean, I think we were dead anyway, realistically. Because even if we summon out the vanilla... are we dead? We might not be dead. We did need the vanilla either way. Vanilla goes down to 22 on his turn. We're on 14. We're on lower life points, so he doesn't get the boost on Kitchen. The biggest he gets is 3,000, attacks us for 800, so we wouldn't have been dead. But we did need to take the vanilla, though. We did need to take the vanilla red eyes. I don't know why we didn't. Like, I just got absolutely tunnel vision for, like, no reason at all. But either way, we also did brick, so... not exactly the best opening to a duel, either way. Imagine if Red Eye's deck suddenly turns meta once the right cards come out. I mean, it probably will. The issue it comes down to is how long does it take for those cards to come out. Elemental Double Extraction. He's playing my deck! He's playing my deck! Okay. We have no skill activation. Oh no. We are going to get... we have 2-0 defenders. We are going to get pure glassed so hard. Bros, I don't feel so good. Two 0 defenders, bro. We are so dead. We have... right, we have to land... our Shady. If we don't land Shady, we are absolutely cooked. Hello, Mr. Alchemy. Order out. Wait, is this Miss Mutton? Miss Mutton Pure Glass? I mean, we still have 2-0 defenders. Do we care about this? I think we let that one go. Double Meet and Breed into the grave. He's using Curse to flip up. Sets another card. Okay, this is fine. Is there even Pure Glass in this deck? Is this even a Pure Glass deck? Alright, I want to see what we get with this first. That is just not helpful right now. I mean, it's not bad, but it does not make my decision making any easier because these are just stuck in my hand. I want to get both. And we have to do this, right? I literally don't think I get a say in this. It has to be these two. Otherwise, I literally don't have a play if I don't take those two. Unless we just go for the double play. I actually don't hate that. The only problem is, if he has anything to if he has a trap hole, we get absolutely cooked by this. I think we are going to go for this, though, because this hand is too many completely useless cards. Right, summon. Damn. I think that's game. Yeah. We literally couldn't deal with everything. There was no way to play around Trap Hole, I don't think. Cheap. We need to see this player's deck when the duel is done. Yeah. Unfortunately, we just couldn't play through Trap Hole, and we've just absolutely bricked so horrifically here. Like, getting these cards now is so bad. Because, like, what was the play? Like, if we didn't go for a fusion play, the only thing we could have done... Okay, this is fine. It's if he has Meet and Greed or Pierce or something. Okay, we're taking 3,000. That's fine. The issue is, we can't activate any of these cards. So we need to draw, like, the Vanilla Red Eyes or a skill trigger to get us to the Vanilla Red Eyes. And that is now lethal. I mean, we just drew so badly. We drew so badly. You needed to search Red Eyes and discard it. But if we did that, our entire play is just summon Red Eyes. It's Red Eyes pass. We clear one guy, we pass back to him, he activates Secret Order, does his whole play, and we die. So, like, that doesn't work. Why are we playing... Oh. So we're supposed to try... Wait, you want all three of these in the graveyard, though. That doesn't work. You summon Slime and Corn twice? How do you do that, though? It was like, right, if you search Red Eyes, discard it, you summon Slime. Oh, yeah, because then he... Did we have a Slime originally? We did, right? Did we have a Slime in hand? Or did we have a Moon in hand? If we had Moon in hand, that doesn't work. No, I think we only had Moon, right? Didn't we only have Moon? I'm trying to think what our hand was now. Right, I want to watch this replay. Right, let's check the replay quick. I want to see what it was. You did, otherwise you could have searched one with the skill. Well, it depends, because if we only had Moon or Archfiend, it doesn't work out like that. But it depends. Let me have a look. Let's get to where it was. Alright. Do this, do that. He does this play. Alright. So this is it. Okay, so we had double Pluto. Oh, we have double Moon. So we could have searched... We couldn't do both, right? If we grab the vanilla and send it to the graveyard, then we don't have the ability to activate Cornfall. You had two Moon? Yeah, so then what Quantum's saying doesn't work. Like, what we could have done is search the Red Eyes and one of these. Like, discarded the Red Eyes, activate Order, bring back Red Eyes, set, clear one, and that's it. That would have been the line. That was the alternative. You had 2 moons and 2 slimes. Well, I searched 2 slimes with the skill, so we did not have 2 moons and 2 slimes. Confort didn't work, but maybe end with red eyes plus set monsters. I think he meant that. Well, he said now you could slime and corn twice. We couldn't slime and corn twice. That's what we were trying to do. At least I feel vindicated. That, you know, I'm not going insane. I didn't need you. No, you need to have Aqua Grave. Yeah, corn is really bad. It is really bad. Alright. Well, we've basically had 2, like, really bricky games back to back. Let's hope we can start drawing, like, competent hands again. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I don't have much hope, but we haven't done too badly today. We haven't done too badly. I think we started off making a bunch of mistakes. I still don't know about the Aqua game. Obviously, we made a mistake in the Aqua game. Like, I don't want to try and, like, sweep that under the rug. But I don't know if it would have mattered anyway. Alright. Cyberse. Elemental Circulation. What are we playing? What skill? Oh, okay. Can we beat this? We can beat this, because we have this. What do we do, though? We can wipe it off the board now. Do we even want to wipe it off the board right now? Like, what do we get out of wiping it right now? We, like, swing directly for 15. I think we just gather a bunch of resources and just wait. So we'll do this. Reveal this. I think we just grab a couple bodies. Set 3. Pass? I can get this into the graveyard. And then I can grab a dragon. Then I think I'm going to send this. And we'll just set this, set this, set this. We want to keep one of these in hand for the skill. The question is, do we get away with getting rid of another dragon from the hand? Because if we're searching 2, we're going to want to get a slime and a thingy anyway. I think this is fine. I think we just leave it like this. This keeps us out of range of being cursed. He's only got 1 attack anyway. It's not going to have piercing. Unless he has like a pierce spell card or something. Oh, he's got set mighty gaze. Of course he has. Okay, that's fine. Either way, we're not dead. You don't even need to set 3? Yeah, but I did forget about curse though. Because this is the only reason to play a thingy skill. There's another dragon. Alright. Is there an order we need to do this in? I don't think it matters. Right, we'll activate the skill. I'll reveal that I have a Red Eyes Black Dragon. We need you. And I guess I could grab this, just to be like an extra one in case his face down card stops me. What are our discards? We send this, and then we discard 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, we'll get rid of this. We go pressure. We go 1, 2, 3. Bring this back. Okay, has got a delay here. That's a little bit spooky. We'll go change slime. And then I think that's it. We just go to battle with this. Now, the downside is we've only got a little bit of damage there. But we can't just defend against him forever. We've only got 3,200 life points. Why discard Cornfall? Don't need Cornfall. Okay, well now we're in a situation where we need to find another copy of that, and then we just win. So, we activate the skill to thin out the deck. We'll grab out this and this. Oh, I should have grabbed 2 dragons. I don't know why I grabbed that. Oh well. That was just silly. Yeah, because now we don't have enough! Because I'm a dumbass! Grr. Okay. I'm annoyed by my own stupidity. In which case, there's no point in playing anything, right? We just go to battle, and then we just hope we win next turn. Haha! Do it still? I can't do it still. I could go into another Black Skull. That's the only thing I could do. Uh-oh. Are we dead? No. We can't go down to 8. No, we're going to go down by 18. We're still alive. If he has another one of these, we are dead. Okay. I mean, we're fine. Right. Activate the skill. Reveal this. Grab some dragons. Doesn't matter which ones. I literally don't think it matters which dragons we take, as long as we have dragons. We'll just, I don't know, send this. It's fine. Dragonic Pressure. We go 1. We go 2. We go 3. Bring out... Yeah, and I don't think it matters with what we've got here. Treasure Dragon, go! Draw me a card. We'll go Secret Order to try and summon this out. We'll go Change Slime in case he has... thingy. Slime card. This plays around that. Alright, this plays around Slime. Looks like it's the guard. Oh, it's widespread. Okay, we are fine. Oh! He better have NA. I mean, he almost had an NA. At least we didn't lose to Floodgates, right? At least we didn't lose to that. Is that Happy Ryax in the chat? How's the Red Eyes deck, Tomato? Hello, hello. Yeah, the Red Eyes deck is, yeah. It's okay. I would describe this deck as not great, but also not awful. I think that is where I would describe it. It's like, the deck isn't... It's not good, right? Let's be honest. It's not good. But it's not complete garbage. I would say this, for me, this is like tier 3? Low tier 3 is my first impression. Oh. I mean... This is just a set the hand and see what happens kind of game. Let's see if our back row gets absolutely rinsed. So average. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe it, right? Red Eyes plus Contact Fusion. Plus Contact Fusion. Which Contact Fusion are we thinking of, though? Because there's like this Gradius, there's like the Neo stuff. Obviously, it would have to be Gradius, right? Or I guess it could be the Heaven stuff. I don't think the Heaven stuff is very good, though. In terms of, like, with this deck. Without boosting the attack up, or without having any other meaningful way to get damage through, just attacking for 17 every turn is just not good enough. Happy Ryx is a streamer? I know, it's crazy. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, buddy. Feels like it better be if it had an actual fusions to go to. Yes. There's so much you could do with this deck to make it better, right? You could change the skill a little bit and make it better. You could add better fusion bodies to go into. You could give us the Meteor Dragon stuff. You could just give us the Skull Archfiend of Lightning. That in its own would be enough. The fusion spell would give us so much power to work with. Well, there goes our Dragonic Pressure. Not ideal. We still have the Order. Although Order, I think, is less valuable than Pressure most of the time. Alright, bro has actually opened, like, the custom hand. We've got the Seven's Road Witch in the graveyard. We've got the Strange Witch. We've got the turn 1 Ghost Cyclone and the backup Magical Stream. This is the most custom that Sevens can get. Let's see if we can beat full custom Sevens. Okay. Go into Charmy. What's the last card? What is the most annoying thing the last card could be? Like Valkyria, maybe? Oh, no, because they play vanillas, don't they? So it'd just be like a 1500, no, a 1900 vanilla legend would be the most annoying. Okay, 1200. It's still a normal summon. We're not dead, but we're not healthy. Why are we crashing? Oh, you just want to get rid of that? I mean, I'm not going to be able to OTK you over that, my friend. That's not what my deck does. Activate the skill, grab 2, discard 1. I'd have to take back, because of the discard, I have to bring back Moon. Then we go into the fusion and hope that a 32 is too much. Reveal this. We just grab these two. I suppose you can grab the one from Grave. No, we'll grab this one. We'll grab the one from Grave. We have to discard now. We'll go pressure 1, 2, 3. Then we have to bring this back unless we massively high roll with the Treasure Dragon. But all that does is get us extra body. Then we go into this. Now, the one good thing about this is there's nothing to, like, get cheesed over. But if he just summons out a Charmy, he gets over this for 300, and then any normal summon kills us anyway. Our win con is that he doesn't draw a skill target. Which I think is just so unlikely. Wow, he opened the one of Ghost Cyclone. Oh, that's crazy. No, that was the joke, Kakari. That was the joke. And now he's just going to be able to get another swordsman anyway. Surely he can't win next turn. No skill target trust. That's the point. A cat would do it as well. Strange Witch. Ah! Ah! 6 cards for a 3200 beater to the face. Well, the important part of that was to the face, right? We had to use a lot of cards to use Dragonic Pressure. That's where most of the investment went. There was no other way to do it, right? Yeah, he's just styling on us now. We'll just get out of here. I mean, that basically went as well as it could have gone for him, right? He ripped apart both of our back row. We had a boss monster in the open, so we couldn't even get 3 monsters out. He had the way to pop both of our back row and get a draw off of Ghost Cyclone. He had the Strange Witch to get the full combo. I guess if we had beaten him through that, that would have been really cool. But either way, we would have needed one more card, right? We would have needed a Secret Order or something to actually close out the game. Which I don't think there was any way for us to actually find another card. Alright. The old set 4 again. Let's see if this works a little better. Hey, Dr. Alex. Welcome, welcome. How bad is Skull Red Eyes? It's better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be pretty garbo. And it's actually, like, okay. The issue is it's a combo deck, right? That's effectively what it is. But I feel like the combo is maybe a little bit harder to pull off than some of the other combo OTK decks. Rainapolis. Keto. Keto effect, draw a card. Gets Mystical Sandbox. Activates Cornful. Draws 2. Puts 1 back. Activates Abyss Soldier so he can get some damage in. Okay, this is probably... I don't want to say this is like the best turn Aqua can have. Wait, did he discard Keto for... I guess that's a guarantee rather than like risking it on the draw. Yeah. What do we do with this? We don't have Slime. We can't leave this because we'll probably die. We have to make a play. We could wipe the board, then bring back like treasure and just hope. That might unironically be the best play we can make. Because what's the alternative? We make a fusion assuming his back row isn't a trap hole. And then we just clear one. We could just go Fusion Order. Fusion Order is probably the better play. The downside is it still doesn't do a ton if he has good back row. Alright, we'll send this. We'll summon... If he has Trap Hole, we are still just absolutely cooked. Alright, no Trap Hole. We'll go 1, 2. Summon out the mighty Boy Love Dragon. Secret Order to bring back Red Eyes. Do we even summon the Fire Dragon? I mean, we clear this. Yeah, sure, why not? Screw it. Delay? You're playing the gate attack, you jerk! Ah! I mean, our deck has no way to play around the gate attack. We have literally no way to play around it. And Overrush Storm! Ah! Alright, I think we're dead. I mean, there's a chance we survive the turn, but I think we're dead overall. Tomato Dinosaur, should I dig for Legend Magician? Is it a staple or anything? So, Legend Magician was a staple for a long time in OCG. So, kind of. Are we just like Giga dead? So we're taking what, 2k plus 5, that's 2.5 plus 6. Yeah, this is lethal without doing any of this fancy stuff. I mean, we might as well have this as a replay. Like, I personally don't consider us to have made a misplay here. This is just what happens when we go against an actual good deck. So this is a fine replay. Why are we just still spinning plates? Bro just really wants to show off what he's got. Alright. Yeah, that was a fine one. I mean, again, we had no chance of winning, but I don't think we just ever stood a chance of winning. That was another weird one, though, because he opened the Abyss Soldier, which means that was the perfect way for him to apply pressure immediately, which usually the Aqua deck doesn't get to do. I don't know why, but Aqua almost always play NA. So the main reason they played it originally was in the mirror, because in the mirror, NA would have the highest impact. But, you know, if you're not always going to be in the mirror, I don't know. What other odds will be printed when Legend Strike comes out? What did you type there that the bot censored you? Is there a Rush tournament today? Yes, Murata, there is. Whoa. There's a Duel Links Dynasty today. Bam. Cyber Dragons. This is actually our first Cyber Dragon opponent today. This hand is not good. So this is probably a regular Cyber Dragon. I guess it could also be a second processor. Either way, it's not looking great for us. Ah. I could just wipe this board and draw a card. What is the benefit of that? I could activate my skill if it says skill target. The issue is this is a Cyber Dragon and this is a Cyber Dragon. So he's got 2 Cyber Dragons. That means his skill is live. So he can search fusion, which means he can go into a Cyber End or a Cyber Twin, or possibly both. So doing nothing means there's a good chance I'm just dead. So I am actually going to do this, as much as I think this is a horrible play. Okay, he had 3 Cyber Dragons. That was a Cyber End, or potentially even more than that. Unfortunately, this isn't live, because I'm a dumbass and I forgot how this card works, because it almost never comes up. Unironically, I still think this was probably the play, because I think if we just set 3, I think there's a good, very, very high chance we were just dead anyway. I put an A instead of the first I. I'm trying to work out what you typed in that made it get censored. Gradius is too big brain for me. Now, Gradius isn't that bad. Okay, so he has the skill online. But does he have another Cyber Dragon name or the fusion spell already? Got help for now. Anyway, got some bits and bobs to swap out. Thanks for stopping by, Vital. Always lovely to see you. Okay. I mean, at the moment, this is just 2,800 damage. At the moment. If he flips over the equipped spell that gives piercing. Okay. We are still alive. This is only 56. That's not how that works. Okay. Right, 56. Okay, okay. I don't think we have a chance, but we will try. Okay, I mean, we drew a skill target at least. That's something. We also have 3 dragons. I think we're 1 card short of doing the big plays. Use the skill, grab slime and the other. No, this is lethal, right? No. So we have to lose a card. We'd have to lose the secret order. I don't like this. He just left a 0 attack monster. I mean, against our deck, I don't think it's going to matter. But, right. We have to do... I think we just have to do this. I don't think we get much of a choice here. We can do 5,100 damage and leave him with the Cyber Twin. We could get a draw. The draw might actually be enough. The issue is we don't know what we're going to get on the draw, so I have to get rid of the Secret Order. Because this is the only way we actually have a play that does anything. No, we can't even get the draw, because we're going to bring this back. Yeah. We have to get rid of the Secret Order no matter what. Unless I'm being a big dum-dum, which is possible. So we go 1, 2, 3. Bring this back. Summon this. Activate the effect. Into this. And then I think this is it. If we had just one more card, we could have kept the Secret Order and had lethal. But I don't think there was a way. Oh, he's got a... If this is widespread... Ah! Ah! Might have a dot between the L, a magician, and the band. No, Twitch thought I was posting a link, I guess. Yeah, that's what would usually be. Well, if it isn't tomorrow. Hello, Cyclone. We're on 400 life points. Do not tell me you don't have a normal summon. Oh my god, what is this game? What is even happening? Okay. Reveal this. Should I just grab both of these in case he has a Shady? If he flips one down, we are giga dead regardless. So I actually think I'm going to grab both of these. Alright, summon. No delay. Right, we're going to Corn. Do we even keep? We're in such a weird position right now. Right, we'll get rid of this. We'll Corn again. I really don't think I need you. I also don't need you, though. Oh, maybe I should have gone for the Tribute Summon, actually. That would have been safer. I mean, it depends what he's got, right? Because, like, this is fine if he's got, like, Shady or whatever, right? But if he's got Slime, then he just stops this attack. Oh my god, we actually won. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't think that was a very good game, but sure. Hey, special processing and Elemental Hero Shining Flow Wingman. We'd love to see it. He drew 5 spells. He did draw 5 spells. That is what happened. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I cannot believe that his set was widespread as well. That's so funny. So funny. Alright, we go again. Oh, is it going to be High-Techs? It could be High-Techs. It's looking very high-techy. Okay. I kind of want this in the graveyard, so I'm actually tempted to set it now. And then keep the dragon in hand. Okay. How many games have you won to people thinking Black Skull is a valid Shady target? I don't know. I think one game there was a delay. And then they didn't use it. But obviously that could have been like a trap hole or something. But I would assume it was probably Shady. Alright. Now gets rid of that. Nothing we can do about that. Activate the effect, summon Blue Fang. Oh, do not tell me. Do not tell me bro has Pierce and a level 7 dragon in hand. There's no way, surely. Surely there is no way we just got God-handed. I refuse to believe it. I refuse. He will simply not have it. Okay, see? See? Exactly. It was fine. He's just got Shady instead. Well, there's Pog. We kind of have everything we need outside of, like, dragons. And we'd search dragons anyway, so I think we always Pog now. We also didn't get Change Slime into the graveyard yet, which is a little bit annoying. It is what it is. Activate the skill. Grab the vanilla. Is there a way to, like, try and force lethal here? Because I can do that unimpeded. Combine those into that and do that. I'd need to have 3 dragons, which I can get. But then I can't do that. I don't think there's a way to force it here with this. Especially not through Shady. activate. Discard, discard. Bring that back. I wouldn't have that anymore. And I wouldn't have that. I don't think it's... Oh, but I don't want to give this deck another turn is the issue, but I think I have to. Alright. No, I think we're fine. We reveal this. I grab this. And this. Do that. Flip that. Use that. I don't think I need this, ironically. The issue is this is going to be in the way. That's my biggest concern right now. Okay, we'll flip this up. I could summon Tribute. That doesn't help the situation. That still doesn't fix what I'm doing. No, I needed the other one. No, but I needed that anyway. The issue is I need another one of those. Okay, this is fine. We'll do this. We'll just go into this now. Using this and this. Bring this out. Okay, there is a delay. So he had the Shady, which means if I'd done any of the other plays, I was cooked regardless. So that's fine. So order this back. Okay. There's no reason to flip up, because it doesn't get me any closer. So I'll swing with this. Then we swing with this. I don't think there was anything better we could do while playing through Shady. I don't think there was. The issue was I needed to get this Red Eyes into rotation. That was the annoying bit. But I also needed to get a second Slime, and I needed to get another copy of Skull. Like, if we had another copy of Skull Archfiend, there was so much stuff we could have done there. But without it. We're probably just dead. Although he is playing Stealth Magic, so we might be okay. Nice Chronicle effect, Takari. It glows, has Sheriff icons. It glows. Prismatic Archfiend, it looks badass. I do quite like it. I'm not a huge fan of Prismatics in general, but some of them look pretty okay. I prefer like the new Chronicle effects. Like the Blaze and like full Starlight and Aura and all that stuff. I think they just look better than the Prismatics, personally. Missed the last few duels because I dropped a piece of the Gundam I'm putting together and lost in the carpet. Oh no. Oh no. What Gunpla are you making anyway? If you don't know how many times I considered Stealth before I got the news, I could play Pog. Everyone loves Pog. Alright, I think we're dead. Because this is just the combo. It's going to be tight. I think we're dead, but not by much. I think we're going to be dead just... unless he doesn't have any other burn tools. I think he just needs one more burn card, and we're... no, that might just be death on its own, right? Because we take, what, 19? And then he'll go up to 47. 47 attacks over for 23. 23 plus 19 is 42. So, assuming he gets... it should be exact lethal. I don't think there's anything we could have done here. I think we just had to lose this. It's 18? Oh, am I dumb? Oh, because it has to be an even number, doesn't it? It's 9 cards doubled to 18, not 19. But it still means any other burn source and we're dead, right? So right now we're on 100. If he has, like, beta burn dragon, we're dead. But we're looking for it. Do not tell me we draw beta burn dragon off of that. Okay, battle phase. Oh, we're alive. Right, he still has, by the way, the Shady. He still has the Shady. Okay, attacks over that, because he knows that we can just bring that back with 100 different ways. Okay, how do we wish to play? I think the play is actually to tribute out the boss. So I can reveal that I have Moon. I think I get this back. Then it gets flipped down. Then I could even just summon it again. Is this hand or field? I don't know if this can count face down monsters or not. Either way, we'll take both of these. All right. Tribute 1, Tribute 2, Summon. Okay. Next part of the plan is we can just activate this and bring it back, and then we just threaten lethal. So then he's forced to react. That's what, 200 plus 25. I mean, I'm not dumb, right? That's a Shady. We attack for 200, we attack for 25. Okay. That was a bloody close game, though. UK maths. Listen, the only maths we've done wrong today was thinking that double 900 was 18. And that was just not doing math, that was misremembering. This deck is so bad, man. Oh, do you mean, Red Boot? I mean, to be fair, Red Boot should not be losing to our deck. Like, this deck should absolutely style on us. Now, to be fair again, this is on Stealth Magic. And 7 Shift. And I know GA Strong doesn't like Pierce. But this deck should absolutely be destroying us, and we've beaten it twice. And when you're losing to a pile of garbage, what does that say about your deck, I guess? Understand that Dynasty is in 3 hours because Google said otherwise. Dynasty is in 3 hours, yeah. Someone get the bleach. Hey, it's Sylph. We played against this guy this morning, I think. I say this morning, like 3 hours ago. Don't worry, guys. Everything's gonna be fine. Please don't hit my only trap. Thank you. Please do not have Strange Witch. You have Shady, it's fine. I mean, for now. The thing is, what he's probably going to do is summon out a Spellcaster and then start popping my back row. But I need to hold the Shady for the fusion. Right, he didn't... Here we go. This is where it happens. We need to win another 50-50. Hold. Okay, and we have to let this go. Right, even if... Right, we don't use it on this. We wait for the fusion. Even if he doesn't make the fusion, we just hold the Shady. Okay, we take 40... What's this going to be? 50... Yeah, 5,000. We'll take 5,000. That's fine. Okay. Do we do this first or second? We don't have... We probably do it second. Right. We'll reveal that we have Showdown Skull Archfiend. We need these two. Probably sending Red Eyes to the graveyard here. Or are we? What could we possibly draw with this to put us in a really favourable position? Realistically, not much. So I think this is always going to the graveyard here. Right, we'll go Pog. More dragons doesn't help us a ton. Now we'll summon out Change Slime. This is where you'd hit me with a trap card if you got one. Okay, nothing we can do about that, so that's fine. Okay, so now we're going to go... What is the best way to do this? Right, we go Moon. We tribute both. We use Skull Archfiend. We're probably going to send the other one. We'll bring this back. We'll set. And then we're just going to go to battle. We have 2 Shady. We have 2 cards to discard. We can't get cursed if he's on that for whatever reason. He doesn't know which of these 2 is a Shady, but he knows one of them is. I really need you to not draw your legend card right now. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about you doing all this. Right, stream. He's going to hit one of these 2. He misses. Christ, could you not? Right, so now he knows he's got that. We'll toggle off. I don't think it's going to matter, but we'll toggle off for now. Uses the Master Axel Road. The issue is, I think we have to flip down on the 7's Road Magician summon. Yeah, he's got 5 in graveyard. So he's going to go up to 36, which threatens lethal. So we have to hit when he activates 7's Road Witch effect. Oh. Oh, we're just dead then. In which case, because we know what he's got in his hand, we have to let him summon this. Because he just tributes over. Then we have to wait for the fusion to come down, if he does. He doesn't even need the fusion. We have to just hope that he gets greedy. Otherwise, there was no way to win this. Okay. And this is our win con. It's his greed. Last card in his hand is Witch. Grab that and that. Three in there still. So we go activate the skill, grab Skull Archfiend and Slime. Summon with Slime, combine Skull Archfiend from hand with that. Okay. I don't think we need this treasure dragon for anything, right? We can summon this, activate the effect, make this by using this and this. Activate your effect. It comes down to, does having the extra little bit of attack matter? Now that we're on 25, I don't think it matters. So I think I can just get rid of this. Mind you, is there having the extra dragon could be nice for next turn. I don't really want to lose those, though. Right, we'll get rid of this. Then we'll just bring this back. I think this is probably the best we could get. This has 16. Because I could have ended on double Black Skull. But, like, I don't think it was worth it. Okay. So that... Oh, God. That's right, he's got Summon Skull Defense. That's pretty yikes. That means we take 16 just from that. And then he just needs a Seven Sword Magician and we're dead. Oh, I forgot that has 1200 defense. What should we have done instead then? We could have gone... Not bring back the Red Eyes. Summon the Change Slime. Fuse them together into another Black Skull. Would that have saved us, though? That gets changed to defense, we lose 300. Then he attacks over with 39, so we take another 7. That puts us down to 15. So it comes down to if he had access to another 15, which, yeah, he did. So there was no way to win. There was no way to win. As long as he always had access to that Strange Witch, there was no possible way for us to win this game. Ah, that sucks. What we could have done is obviously Shady on, like, turn 1. To reduce the amount of damage we took. But then we wouldn't have had the Shady for the follow-up anyway. Ah, I don't know. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. It's definitely a tricky one. I tell you, we will save that replay. I think that replay was worth saving. Duel Link senses swear words, right? It senses some of them. Why is one of Kaiba's skill in Tag Duel a swear word? I mean, I have no idea what skill it is, so... Hey, Zoroark! Welcome on in. We'll give you a shout out quick. Even though I don't... I'm trying to think, does Zoroark... Do you stream? I don't think you do. But we'll give you a shout out anyway. Why not? Just a verbal shout out to Zoroark even. Hey, Dark Tuner, welcome. It's pissed, which is one of the words they censor. Oh, yeah. I do not. I didn't think you did. But, you know, I still would feel bad not shouting you out, considering, you know, you run tournaments and stuff. What are we doing with this? I mean, we'll probably just do this. It's Matarian again, by the way. These are all 3 cards we want in the graveyard, so we'll just set those. I appreciate you. Thanks. I appreciate that you appreciate me. Oh, all right. It would make my day if we can finish the stream undefeated against Batarian. It would make my day. He's gone to battle phase with imaginary reactor pass. Okay. Well, we'll reveal this. He's probably got a trap card to stop us. So I don't think this is going to get very far, but I guess we'll take these. I'll send this. Alright, let's try getting funky with this. Let's go the Fire Dragon. There is a delay. Let's go for this. We're going to Tribute 2. We'll summon out the mighty Showdown Skull. Right, Shady's going to come down. We'll flip this up. Okay, so we can't use this because this is face down. That's good to know. But with that in mind, then, there's not a lot more to this play. I wasn't sure if you would be able to use this. I thought you couldn't, but like polymerization you can, so I didn't know if it would or not. Oh no, because this isn't... Maybe you can, but this isn't Summon Skull. Okay. That's still good to know. Well, this is all we got, so... Get punched. What did he discard? He discarded another reactor, so he could have just played that. Okay. Where are we going with this? Are we going to actually make a play rather than just imaginary act? What is happening? You have to clear this. Okay, we are going to use script. We send that. We're going to TSA? What is happening right now? What is happening? I mean, this still counts as being undefeated against Batarian. It's really crazy to me how there was only one join tech in the RDO yesterday. I hope it happens in Dynasty today too. I mean, we'll see, right? I think fundamentally, people just don't like playing decks that have just gotten weaker. Especially when you're playing, like, pre the changes going live. Right, we'll activate this. I'll reveal this Red Eyes Black Dragon in my hand. I think we'll just grab both of these. Probably don't need you. I guess I will start by summoning Chain Slime. No delay there. Come forth, BL Dragon. And then once again, BL Dragon. Right, let's see if he's got... He has got a combat trap. Okay, it was the barrier! I was like, oh, he's going to live the turn. And then it was the barrier. Okay, I mean, we had a lot of very questionable games today. A lot of, like... Did these count as wins, really? I'm not so sure, personally. BL Dragon? What is even BL? Come on, everyone knows what BL is. You should Google what BL is. Like, what is BL? And make sure you image search it as well. But obviously it has to be BL because all you can make out here is in its name, it's BL something 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 Drago. You can kind of make out the N. A dub is a dub. Real. Best card, it's stronger than Blue Eyes and it counters Fiendish Chain. I'm trying to work out what we're talking about there, PTRG. If you don't know, keep it that way. I mean, you know, depending on who you are, maybe it's a good thing. Who even knows? But that is going to be it today. True BL Drago. Exactly. That's going to be the end of the stream. Don't forget, but we do have Rush Duel Dynasty 31 coming up in just under 3 hours. So if anyone wants to take part, make sure you sign up. It's going to be an awesome tournament, always is. And we need more players playing Rush. That's what we always need. So make sure that people support. It's always a good time. Always a good time. But we'll be back again on Thursday, and I think on Thursday we are probably going to be playing some sort of pure glass build. Or, sorry, Polglace build. We'll be doing something with that. Maybe we'll cook something new. I did kind of want to try some, like, weird Dragiest stuff, but who even knows? We'll see what happens. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!